Hi, this is Larry King welcoming you to the Opie and Anthony Show right here on Sirius XM's satellite radio. What the hell am I doing here?
Isn't it brilliant? Forget it. The thing's out of control. Out of control.
Great guests, interesting interviews, and, of course, your phone calls as well.
Gets my nipples hard, you know what I mean, son?
Are you out of your mind?
It's not the most talked about, not the most written about, and certainly not the most listened to show in the history of radio, but I'm still proud to intro it.
Oh, you're going to have a ball.
There you go, lads.
America's most trusted name in news, the Opie and Anthony radio show.
Let's welcome our hosts, Opie and Anthony. By the way, who's Jim Norton?
The laughs have already begun.
Yes, hi.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. We got to jump right into this.
Good morning.
So the gays could get married. Congratulations to them.
Congrats to the gay.
The show is, we're friends of the gays.
Yes, we're very gay friendly.
That's our stance.
Gay friendly, everyone? Gay friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all right with the gays.
Yeah, I am.
But with that said, the pictures that are coming out from this gay pride parade
Yeah.
doesn't really help the cause. Like, the gay community, they don't understand why the whole country's not behind them.
Yeah.
They don't understand why the country just doesn't get this whole gay marriage thing. And all you have to do is, kind of thumb through your paper this morning, and you'll understand why some people are uncomfortable with this.
It's a very flamboyant display of the gay. They love being in little short shorts and being shirtless.
And unfortunately, they're representing the gays as a whole, because this is what we see today.
Yes.
And that's why a lot of people in this country are kind of uncomfortable with it. There's a picture in the Daily News, and I know they were trying to be careful with what pictures they chose to have in the paper today.
Yeah.
You got I don't even know how to explain this, actually. You got two guys. Mm-hmm. Well, there's three in the picture.
Yes.
The guy on the right is wearing angel wings.
Little angel wings
and
on
white
his back.
shorts, and that's it.
Yep.
And it looks like, would be the groom in this gay marriage little costume thing they're doing for the gay pride parade.
Yeah.
The guy on the left is dressed in a prom dress, a white prom dress, possibly a wedding dress, I guess.
I'm guessing a maid of honor.
Well, what?
I'm guessing a maid of honor.
That's the maid of honor?
Yeah, and then in the middle...
That's the bride?
In the beautiful long bridal dress is some gentleman.
Backless, by the way.
Yes, backless. Wow. Yeah.
This is why. See, Glad should be working on this shit instead of a dumb joke that Tracy did on a comedy stage, if you want to know my humble opinion here. What Tracy did is harmless to the gay community. This is what's fucking up the gay community. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is what's fucking up the gay community. Glad should come, should get out there and go, guys, could you calm it the fuck down? We're trying to get things done in our community.
We're really trying to, be a little more mainstream, and then it's just this.
It's a Halloween fucking party.
They love being over the top, flamboyant,
and that's why people are uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's not because Tracy is telling a dumb joke on a comedy stage.
Maybe people would feel better if they just walked around in suits and acted like nice, normal.
Well, yes. I was telling Anthony right before the show, imagine some kind of black pride parade, and all it is gangsters.
Yeah, and people like eating chunks of watermelon.
Right.
And just eating fried chicken and every stereotype around, and people would be like, oh, geez, look, there they go.
The people that don't like black people would hate black people even more if that's all they saw of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Some guy, unfortunately, I didn't retweet it. He tweeted a picture of a Smurf that's really happy he could get married now.
A guy that was, painted blue?
Painted blue.
He needed the money.
He barely had clothes on him to begin with, and then the rest of him was blue, and this guy was celebrating the fact that gays could be married now.
Yeah. I don't get it. They love it, though. A lot of rainbow flags.
Well, the rainbow flag is their thing. That's fine, but it's the let's all not wear shirts. Half of us wear angel wings, and the other half will wear feathers. And you see the one guy that was dressed as a peacock?
A peacock?
That was on TV just a couple minutes ago. He had 10 feet of feathers around him. How is that going to help your cause?
Where do they get this stuff?
Huh?
Where do they get this stuff?
At the Halloween store.
The gay store?
It's the Christmas store, but
gay.
when Christmas isn't around, I think you could get other things in there. Look, I mean,
yeah, the rainbow wig, the dresses.
Is this Brazil?
Yeah, it looks like Carnival with just gay. I hear there were shirts people were wearing that says "Marriage is so gay," which now it's using the word as not like it's double entendre. How they say the word shouldn't be used, like, oh, that's gay.
Oh,
that's gay. But they're saying, marriage is so gay, meaning you can get married if you're gay.
Right.
But the double meaning is the one they don't like. But, they're using it. So that's okay, I guess.
Do you think New York passed this because they need the money?
Yeah, you think...
a lot of money associated with marriages and stuff, right?
Is there? Yeah.
Oh, my God, yeah. Pumps a little more money into the economy.
Pumps.
Also afraid of a riot on Sunday. I think 2 days before they knew
I know,
a major problem.
Yeah.
That wasn't
forget about it.
That would have been an ugly scene
Could
Sunday.
have broken into stores and decorated the windows with nice curtains. Made flower arrangements. Because they're gay.
Yes.
But
thousands of dollars in improvements were made.
Right. So I think that's it in a nutshell.
Nuts.
The people that are a little uncomfortable with this, they really, really look at some of these pictures coming out from the Gay Pride Parade. And
they just rip their shirts off. And they're in the littlest short shorts.
Right.
They love being gay. Love it.
And I guess it's the in thing for a politician to show up at these things now, finally. Huh?
Well, Cuomo,
for many
what a
years.
hit he is with the gay community. Because, he's the guy. He's the guy that had to go before. Talking about him as presidential timber.
Really?
Maybe for the next election.
Yeah, he's got to do this thing for a while, right?
He'll do the New York thing and see what happens. But, does that guy have to have his nipples painted red as he's walking with a giant hula hoop, the shortest little feather skirt, red stockings,
right.
Fishnets?
But Glad's going to worry about Tracy Morgan. How about you worry about that guy? I think
high red gloves.
I think he's misrepresenting you guys a little more than Tracy Morgan.
Yes.
Get your priorities in order.
And then there's a tranny vaudevillian behind him. I
don't even know what he's supposed to be. What is that supposed to be? What character is that?
He looks like a circus big top guy, the ringleader, ringmaster of a circus, but wearing red fishnets and lovely shoes. Don't look very practical. Ooh. But his dogs were barking all night.
Here, go to the next picture.
This is fantastic.
Come on.
There you go.
What is that?
I don't know what he's trying to do.
Like
red hair and the dye and a
dyed red hair
ring and
dyed really weird looking mustache and like black painted in circles under his eyes.
And then a guy completely dressed as a woman next to him.
Right.
With a one of those Asian paper umbrellas that you'd see in a drink, but a full-size one. That's got to be
I thought that was a lady, actually.
Why would that be a lady?
Shouldn't Glad be down there just slapping people, going, knock it off?
What are you doing?
We're trying to get things done here.
Do you know what this is doing?
Got to call out Glad. I mean, they're just ridiculous.
Yep. I like when the float things go by and it's just got men making out with each other. Mm-hmm. You're like, wait, was that a gay stormtrooper from Star Wars?
Yes.
Look. I'm fine with the gays and the marriage thing even. But when you take an institution like Star Wars,
now we got a problem,
and paint rainbows down the middle of a stormtrooper,
and actually make it cooler. That stupid Lucas, there's furry animals.
It's less gay.
It's less gay now than it was.
All right, next picture. All from the Gay Pride Parade. Oh, that's nice.
I don't know what that is.
A red bow tie with nothing else on. That's terrific.
The red bow tie,
that's
a popular item.
That and suspenders and nothing else. That's great.
The guy just to his right has quite the gay face.
I should have photographed this woman I saw Sunday night. She had by the cellar, she had a dyke written down her leg in ink. Like big letters down the
dyke.
Right leg, just D-Y-K-E.
What are you going to do?
Did you see the girl with the T-shirt with the C word on it?
Oh, that was good.
The old cuntaroo?
Yeah.
No.
Walked by the news camera.
It's on my Twitter.
Oh, was she empowering it?
Huh?
Like empowering herself?
Yeah, but she walked right on camera. I think it was MSNBC or somebody was doing that.
Just says cunt on her shirt. She's walking right behind the reporter.
Quite a few people I'd love to buy that for. A great gift.
Yes.
But don't these people get together and go, look, it's not going to help our cause if you walk around with the word cunt on your shirt?
Yeah, people see it as offensive.
This is okay, but Tracy Morgan joking about some of the things people go through is not okay?
Little red boxer shorts.
Well, Tracy Morgan was enforcing negative attitudes. This doesn't, of course, but Tracy Morgan did.
Yeah.
But this doesn't reinforce any negative stereotypes.
For the people that don't understand sarcasm, there was a lot of sarcasm in what Jimmy just said. Thank you. Because we have people that just don't understand.
If anybody didn't get that was sarcastic, I would prefer they didn't get it.
I would bet you a few people didn't get that.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, back to the pictures.
Yeah. Just red short shorts. Nothing else.
Who's wearing the skirts?
Dykes, maybe?
Okay.
And that's Broadway Bodies. Is that what that is?
Okay.
And what do they do? I guess they dance in the street.
All right.
I don't know. Keith had to work the detail. Oh, my God. There's pictures of him with, like, trannies and...
That guy's wearing...
kind of smiling. Like, what are you going to do?
That guy's wearing his high heels and really short green shorts where his balls are pretty much sticking out the bottom.
I think that's a thing. Like, you got to wear shorts that is tight enough where every other gay man can see your cock and balls. It's like a how do you do, I think.
But people, this is a lot of people. This is all they see when it comes to gay stuff,
and that's why they get offended. It's like, if I was walking my child down there and I see a guy he's making out with another man, he's wearing angel wings and his nipples are painted. And
look, my point is, go walk around like that if you want. That's fine. I don't care. I would walk my kid through that in a second. I wouldn't care.
Who gives a shit?
I would explain it to him if he was able to understand words. Which
they never ever want to do this.
Exactly.
But my point, once again, if you're trying to help your cause along, this certainly doesn't change people's opinions.
Nah.
That are kind of closed-minded about a lot of stuff. Next picture, please. Just
there's a couple of chicks making out.
Oh, okay.
A couple of girls just making out, loving the day, loving the gay. There's a couple of old gay guys, which, as we've always said, being gay is for the young. It's for the young. Old gays, old queens, very, very sad. Just them and their dog.
I was in Central Park yesterday, and I saw two very old lesbians holding hands.
Lesbians?
And I was just laughing, thinking, like, there was a time you had a woman in your own family that had the short, dykey hair, and everyone always wondered why she wasn't married.
You should grow your hair out. You look so pretty.
Because they just weren't allowed to.
It's all right. I don't know. It's short. It's easy to keep up with it, this short. Just wearing loose, baggy clothes and... Yeah. You realize, and she would bring a friend over to dinner. Yeah, just a friend.
I laugh, but that's got to suck for them.
What are you gonna do? Yep.
But those days are in our rear view mirror.
Rear. Yeah. Well, and Governor Christie there in Jersey saying,
"No way!
Don't look for this to happen in Jersey." He's against it. He's for civil unions for the gay, but does not want the gay to be able to get married in the, typical sense of the word.
I think
man and woman.
I think every state's going to legalize this. It's going to take time.
6 so far, right?
Something like that. I think, if Christie isn't for it, the next guy that's governor will be. So eventually I think it's going to be every state.
Legally, I see it as it's an absolute discrimination.
Yes, of course.
Against people for their sexual orientation that they cannot get married. Getting married isn't a right, so you can't really claim it as infringing on someone's right. But just as a basic human right, where we're so big in this country on saying, hey, everyone should be treated equal, but you're not giving them the ability to get married, and you're using the law to keep them from getting married. That to me is a little odd. Whether you like it or not, I'm just speaking as the law goes.
Sure.
It just seems like it's blatant discrimination.
Do you know I've never seen one group in this country want their own rights to do something taken away? I don't think in the history of this country has one group ever said the group I belong to should not be allowed to do it, but you or you should.
Yeah.
It is always people standing there saying why I should be allowed to do it, but you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
That's what the whole country is. It drives me fucking crazy. It's like if they just said, look, we don't like fucking gays. We think they're a disgrace, and we know we're discriminating, but they look like they're not discriminating.
The mics are on, Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, say
Did I say that out
I
loud?
thought you were just chatting. I'm sorry.
But you know what I mean? It's like they always try to act. People always try to act like here's the reason why I can do it and you can't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're never just honest about the fact that they're being. It's like fuck Chris Christie. How about if we don't like fucking big fat motherfuckers? You gonna tell me that's not a choice?
Yeah. There's a choice.
I'm sick and tired of big fat fucks like you.
And the politicians
stinking up every seat you sit on. What do you think of them apples?
And politicians do always use it under the guise of protecting. They're never taking anything away from somebody.
No.
They're giving people something. That's why they call it, the Marriage Protection Act.
Sure.
It's protecting you as a man and a woman, your sacred marriage, from this perversion of two men or two women being married. It's not like, hey, we don't want you getting married, but we want to protect the people that are getting married and the institution of marriage, which is wonderful with the divorce rate and the rate of people punching their spouse in the face and shit like that. Believe me, it's not that great an institution that it needs protection.
And they're fighting to do things that straight people, marriage and the military, the two shittiest parts of being straight. It's like they're fighting to do it. Who are we to say you can't do it? They want to join the military and they're being told no.
Right.
Like, I don't want to join the military. I was never brave enough to do that.
Yeah.
You want to go and fucking fight? Just please take my spot.
Military's a weird thing, though. It's not real life. It's not really a democracy. It's pretty much a dictatorship in the military, run
So to
by
speak.
the boss. It's a dictator.
Don't want to be a dictatorship.
Yeah. But I think this is going to happen in every
Adam
state.
and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Yes, but it is.
People's arguments against it are enraging because it's all just based on the fact that you don't like something.
You're not comfy
or your
with it.
religious horse shit.
Makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you, when I see two men kissing, it makes me very uncomfortable. Like I get kind of a like, oh, that's. But I could give a shit if they're pounding each other in the ass. It's their business.
Yeah, kissing seems to be more intimate.
Kissing's a little it's just look, I'm not knocking it. Hey, if that's what you're into, that's fine. I'm not fucking, hey, if you see two guys kissing, beat the shit out of them. Like I nothing. I don't care. But there's something there's something. It's sort of a revulsion.
Is it
to
visceral?
It as a heterosexual guy? You look at that and there is this kind of like like whiskers and just the closed eyes and it's just
Smell of a man's hot mouth.
it's so gay.
I just started watching 6 Feet Under. I'm like 3 episodes into the first season.
Great show,
it's
isn't it?
very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I didn't realize that Michael Hall was in that first before Dexter. So there's this one of the guys is gay, and his boyfriend is a black cop, and just the kissing scenes with the face holding. They're kissing through grief. He's grieving and kissing his boy, and I actually got like it didn't offend me like I got angry. I was just like, oh,
I'm not offended
quick,
by
eat
it.
his ass.
It's not an
I'm not
anger-
offended by it, but it's uncomfortable.
It's not an anger thing.
No.
And I think a lot of gays and gay organizations see that as gay bashing and hatred and that you want it to stop or there'll be violence. No, but it's just some kind of a visceral thing. It's a feeling of revulsion.
Somebody should interview gay comedians and talk to them about stuff. Like
All right, Jimmy, what do you think?
Well, I'm not gay. I've just
Jim.
made the trip. I was going to say somebody should interview gay comedians.
Were you just visiting?
I was visiting. I was stopping over. I dropped something. It took a lot longer to pick it up than I thought it would.
Who does that joke?
Me.
Is that your joke?
About going to Europe?
Oh, it's a great joke.
Thank you.
I apologize.
That's all right,
that-
thanks.
For some reason, I forgot that was your joke. Yeah, it's a great joke that Jimmy
Thanks.
came up with.
On Wednesday.
What is it? You could visit Europe, but you're not a
Yeah,
European?
because I was talking about, I think transsexuals, whatever. I said, just because I go to Europe doesn't mean, as long as I come back to America, I'm still an American who went to Europe and enjoyed it a lot more than he thought he would.
That's a great line, man.
I'm going to plug something because I interviewed 2 gay comics. I was going to joke and then plug myself. Jim David and Rick Chrome, who are buddies of mine. And after Tracy did what happened, I interviewed them to talk about speech and did they have what they felt about it because they're both out.
And Rick is the guy that was in the Louis episode explaining why faggot is such a rough word for gay people.
Yes, I actually lead
Which
off
is a
the special with
brilliant
that. With that scene. And
It's great. And then DePaulo. Right, faggot.
So Wednesday at 5 o'clock on Raw Dog on the East Coast, I'll be playing that interview. And it's pretty insightful to hear these guys, because there's a couple of points that Jim made that I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't think of that. Even though I'm still 100% for Tracy. But a couple of points that were made were things I hadn't considered.
Is he saying that Tracy shouldn't have said that on a comedy stage? I keep going.
Jim was saying, basically, Jim's a stand-up, so he knows that, he was saying that he understands it's his right to do it, but he goes, they're just sick of it. They're just sick of it. And it's like, I understand that, even though I still think. But he made a couple of other points about why he was against it. But you can't censor it. Judy Gold, I tried to get, but she's fucking rehearsing for something because she's phenomenal.
Yeah, we're all right.
Judy's an animal.
We'll have
I really
to check
wanted
that
her.
out.
Yeah, it's actually good. It's they were both very open and honest, and a lot of comedians I know are not out. So I called a few people I didn't want to do it because I was like, turn it off.
All right, so big weekend here in New York with that whole thing
Yes.
going on.
Oh, the
I
gay.
think we got the audio of the official announcement here.
Zolio, O'Mara, Ranzenhofer, Ritchie, Roback, Seward, Skelos, Young, and Zeldin. Ayes 33, nays 29.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that was.
That's the vote. 33 to 29. It passed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then a guy took out his dick and started banging it on the table.
Yeah.
That's
And
what you're hearing?
That was a
Yes.
thumping
It
sound.
was Charlie
you heard.
Rangel, of course. They didn't want the white guy to do it.
Charlie Rangel. Order in the court. Or the house.
Who's the asshole trying to take the moment away? I mean, this is a huge deal, and this guy, oh, God, I need order in the court.
Must have been one of the nays.
Probably, yeah.
But who's the asshole? Relax and let the moment just be.
Have your attention.
You are gay.
If I can have your attention.
You are gay. You can hear him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we just, I understand, if they have your attention, Bill number 1545,
Oh, Bill.
relating to marriage equality, the bill is passed. I ask, please, we have more business to continue.
Wow. There you go.
We have more
Wow.
business to continue.
Good for them. Good.
Good for the gay.
Yeah, you want to get married, go ahead. I think you're dumb. But
Yeah.
you want to throw yourself into that fucking shit misery and that dumb... I heard one guy was saying, like, we pay the same taxes, and it's like, you know, they're fucking forced to pay the same sales tax, the same income tax. Come on. And they don't get a lot of the tax breaks that fucking married couples get, right?
You don't get that exemption.
I
guess.
And then unions they might, but
Yeah, maybe.
it's just the point.
I'm seeing one of my gay friends today,
Oh, sorry.
so I'll have to ask him about it. And he's partnered up. He'll be honest.
Partnered
Last
up.
time I talked to him about it, he's like, I don't give a fuck if we're allowed to get married. We just want to make sure we could see each other if God forbid we're sick or something. That's all he cared about at the time.
Right.
Oh, like,
And
they're not allowed in the hospital.
Yeah, not the
room 'cause they're not
stereotypical, let's go for the
family or-
joke sick. But in general, if, his partner's sick, he wants to be able to be there,
Yeah, things
Shit like that bothered this individual. He said, but he didn't really give a crap if they got married.
What do you think about gay couples adopting children?
Good.
What do you think as far as that is? You don't have a problem with that?
I had reservations at one point. Like, I didn't know, is it bad for the kid? Like, you can't do a social experiment when there's kids. But after all of the horrible abuse that goes on of children in adopted homes through straight couples, the men are beating the kids or fucking sexually abusing, there's no way fucking gays are going to do worse than straight people have done. No way. And there's no way they're going to be worse parents than fucking... than so many of these foster homes that kids get thrown in. So I was not sure at first. And then when you look at...
Just because something's not going to be worse doesn't mean it's good or better, though.
No, I understand. But I think they'd be good parents, and I'm for it. They want it. I'm now for it. I was totally not sure, but I'm completely for it. Yeah.
I'm okay with it, too.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, there's so many shitty parents out there.
Exactly.
As long as the people
make it right. Just because...
No, it's a bigger issue. I think what Jimmy's saying, and I'm certainly with him. It's like you got to find proper people to take in these kids is the problem.
Yeah, gays have to be screened like anybody else. But
yeah, the gays could be just as bad, but
the gays don't have a history of fucking throwing their kids down fucking garbage chutes. Look at what goes on in this. It's like people treat kids like fucking garbage, and here's all these kids that fall out of pussies that nobody wants. They want them. And they're not, I'm sorry to scream, but they're not going to reproduce anymore. They fucking want these kids. And we're telling them, take them. All these fucking women that won't shut their stupid legs, one thing after another falling out of their cunts. I don't want them. Take that fucking thing and do something with it.
wait, Ed's obviously got. What's your take on this? It sounds like you're not.
Sorry, I yelled.
I don't know. Like, just because there are so many bad parents and bad foster homes and bad adoptive parents that are a man and a woman and stuff, doesn't mean that, okay, since they're bad, well, let's just throw in another bad situation.
Sure.
I'm not sure if, I wonder what kind of influence that has on the child. If it, and I know people go, look, you're born gay or you're not. You can't be made gay. I don't totally believe that. I think there are two schools of gay. I think there are the people that are born gay, and then I think there's this almost wannabe gay where you're like, I wasn't born this way, but it looks kind of fun, and you kind of hang out with gay people, and you turn kind of gay. You decide to adopt the gay lifestyle, and I wonder if that happens with kids. They see it. I know that it would probably make them more tolerant.
Hey man, we are.
But does it?
Our show reaches a lot of people. Are there? Do you want to go guys, girls, or both?
Anybody,
whatever.
I bet you there's a bunch of people that listen to the show that at this point had gay parents.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good question, though. Does it? Because I knew one kid who had a gay dad and a gay partner, and they lived together, and, it's 25 years ago. And I would hang out with him, and, I found out some weird stuff that had gone on. And there was things that happened.
Weird stuff with the kid?
Yeah, that I didn't know. I was so naive back then. I remember we got dropped off. It was actually, how old? I'm 40. Oh, it's way more than 25 years ago. Jesus fucking Christ, dude, I'm 42.
He was in a...
Oh, no. I was probably 10 or 11. So it's maybe 35
He was in
years.
a abusive relationship?
I don't know.
Abusive house?
Yeah, I don't know. I never got the real details. I was probably 10 or 11. And I remember us going to his dad and his dad's boyfriend's friend's house to clean the apartment. And they were giving us a few bucks. And then him and the older friend went into the bedroom. and I stayed in the living room, and I wasn't allowed in the bedroom.
Oh.
And I never knew. It didn't strike me as odd that something had been going on in that bedroom.
Maybe.
That the fucking friend was probably doing, not the friend that the dad lived with, but one of their, like, you know,
Right.
dinner friends or whatever.
Yeah.
Was doing something with him.
How old was the
I want to
kid?
say 10 or 11
Oh,
or
God.
12 maybe.
Oh, boy.
We were very young, and it didn't occur to me that stuff was going on. I knew
What is wrong with people?
I knew that the father and his friend were gay. And I knew that their friends were gay. But it didn't occur to me that one of their friends would do something to my buddy.
Why didn't the parents understand who this other guy was all about?
I don't know. I don't know how much it extended. I just don't know.
First of all, Opie, there was no buddy of Jimmy's. You get what I?
No, it wasn't me.
mean. It was there was he.
Ew.
It's his
Was
way
it
to
you?
it's his way to deal with it.
I sat in the other room and I flogged my cock, clearing my throat, hoping the door would open and somebody would see my hairless yet eager dick. No, it wasn't me. I was in the living
You
room.
had to just sit in the living room?
Well, yes, I
Your
remember
friend was getting, well, who knows what
I
in
don't
the
know.
room?
Hopefully, at least he was topping. It was a very bizarre, and I remember years later, like my buddy told me years later. He goes, he was drunk on my porch, and he said something about there had been abuse, and I asked, did so and so have anything to do with it? And he goes, like meaning one of the people he lived with, and he goes, he had a lot to do with it.
Oh boy.
So I don't know if the father himself did or no. I don't know. And he goes, I'll never forget. He goes, the things they made me do.
Oh Jesus.
And I said,
take out the garbage. And,
no, but I said, I was so stupid. He goes, the things they made me do. I was like what? I said, like what?
Like what?
And he just didn't answer me. I couldn't even at that age. I realized what a dumb question. Like I told my buddy
like
after
what?
that. I can't believe I asked him like what. But he had a tortured.
Fucking disgusting.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't know if the dad himself was involved. I just don't know. But anyway, that's that's something that could have happened though.
What
If
happened?
the father was just divorced.
In any family, you know.
Yeah, it does. It happens in a lot of. You're right.
I need stats.
I don't know if there are a lot of them, to
I
be
like
honest.
looking at stats.
You're a stats guy.
I'm a stats guy. When
I
it
agree
comes
with
to
that,
anything.
though. I'll bet you that I think you're born with it, but I also think that influence can make you a certain way. Maybe if you're on the fence when you're really young, I wouldn't be surprised if you grow up with two. It's because it's almost like people who are abusive.
Well, going back to your joke, you just like traveling.
Yeah,
You become a traveler.
maybe you just relocate though.
Yeah, maybe.
And you don't realize that you still have a visa to come back to America.
Shred your passport once you get there.
Yeah, maybe right. It's like an abuser.
I got dual citizenship.
You think that, but you're really in Europe a lot.
Yeah.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
You want to be with a man to turn it off. So I wouldn't be surprised if that had that does influence it more.
Yeah.
All right, well, our food is here. Why don't we take an early break today?
I like the idea of that.
So congratulations to the Gees. Wow, we got a lot to do.
Goddamn, Avril Lavigne's been in her bikini for like a month.
Jeez.
And they've just been snapping pictures. I'll leave a picture up as inspiration during the show.
Get you through the morning, right?
Yeah. Does she have a tattoo that says fuck on her side, her left side, right? Kind of by her tit.
Really?
It looks like a tat that says fuck.
Maybe it's
yes,
suck.
she does. No, it just says fuck.
Well, suck would just be a joke.
Something about her. I don't know what it is.
Hey, TSA searches 95-year-old woman. It's a ridiculous story. We'll talk about that next. And we got an update on the feces-covered porta potty peeper at a yoga festival.
We certainly do.
We got a great update on that guy. And as we go to break, you want to hear Bill Tetley's FUs, or do you want to hear Elijah Wood saying yeah a lot?
Fucking Jimmy. All weekend.
Did you really?
I woke up.
All right, then we'll do this one.
The second I woke up every day this weekend. B-I-L-L-T-E-T-L-E-Y, Bill Tetley. Couldn't stop
I
doing it.
know. Wait till the Christmas special.
There's no Christmas special.
You can always slow it down if you want to. B-I-L-L-T-E-T-L-E-Y, Bill Tetley. Then it peps up at the end.
L-E-Y, Bill Tetley.
The
Yeah, you gotta
tail
go.
up
Wah.
gets it.
Everyone goes. Wah. They love doing that part.
I've gotten it on Twitter a lot.
Well, with that said, listen to this.
Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU Line. Here's the latest batch of FUs. This fuck you goes out to B-I-L-L-T-E-T-L-E-Y, Bill Tedley. F-U-C-K-Y-O-U, Jimmy Norton. Fuck you. I got a big fuck you to B-I-L-L-T-E-T-L-E-Y, Bill Tedley. Thanks a lot, Jimmy, you fucker. I'd like to send an F-U to Jim Norton for getting that stupid Bill Kelly jingle stuck in my head all afternoon. F-U-C-K-Y-O-U, Jim Norton. I just wanted to give a big F-U to B-I-L-L-T-E-T-L-E-Y, Bill Kelly. B-I-L-L-T-E-T-L-E-Y, fuck you! I want to send a big F-U to B-I-L-L-T-E-T-L-E-Y, Bill Kelly. Please shut the fuck up. I can't fucking stand Bill Tetley. Yeah, this fuck you goes out to Bill Tetley. Bill Tetley, why'd you put that stupid fucking song in my head? F-U-C-K-Y-O-U. Fuck you, Bill Tetley. I want to give a big fuck you to Jimmy Norton for getting the B-I-L-L-T-E-T-L-E-Y Bill Tetley stuck in my damn head for the last week. Fuck you. I just want to give an F-U to Jim Norton. B-I-L-L-T-E-T-L-E-Y Bill Tetley. F-U-C-K-Y-O-U-J-I-M. Fuck you, Jim Norton. Goddamn it, your stupid Bill Tetley fucking song. I'm out here in the desert trying to lay a fucking pipeline. Stupid fucking song in my head. Fuck you.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line. 866-FU, line 1. That's 866-FU, line 1.
I want to welcome E-Rock to the program this morning.
Yes.
Oh, glad you made it in, E-Rock. What happened?
E to the R.
Hello.
What happened?
I had an alarm issue. It's my fault.
No, it was your fault.
Alarm! Alarm!
What happened to your alarm?
I didn't set the wind-up one, and I guess we had a power flash because my electric clock was like a couple hours behind. So.
Power flash.
What really happened?
Come on.
That's what it was.
What time did you get in? You were here before.
I got here at 6:16.
6:16.
Yeah.
Travis, that's not bad, right?
Well, compared to what?
Well, what time do you get here?
Oh, 5.
So you don't think an hour and 15 minutes is a little... That's not okay?
Look, we haven't brought this up in a while, but I'd say God bless E-Rock. If this company's going to allow your tardiness, I would do the same fucking thing, man.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not even mad. If you can get away with it, go for it.
No.
But I think Travis and the rest of the guys have something to say about it.
Do you guys say that it's cool? We'll cover?
Well, I mean, on days where he's legitimately like, I mean, I don't know if this is legitimate, but when he's like, late, yeah, of course, we cover. Just
But, I mean, you happy like every day to cover? Like, you're like, yeah, it's no big deal.
You happy?
Look, he might be.
I ask Eric all the time to come in at an earlier hour.
E-Rock, is that true?
That is true.
And what do you say?
Fuck you, basically.
He says, okay.
No, your actions say fuck you. You know that, right?
Okay.
So what happened, Jerry?
No, I'm being serious. What time would you like him to be here, Travis?
Eric?
No.
5:40.
5:40?
Yeah.
See, that's giving him too much.
That's Eric, though. I'm more lenient with Eric because Eric is here later than the rest of us.
Ah.
So you would like him to get here at 5:40, and you've made that known to him many times.
Many.
That's 20 minutes technically before the show starts.
Yes.
I know we do a little bullshit and stretch a little bit. Yes, we know we do that. What time does he get here?
Between 5:40 and 5:50.
Oh.
Is that plenty of time to do what you have to do, E-Rock?
Usually, yeah.
That's when I get here.
Well,
Yeah.
you've paid your dues.
Well, yeah. I get here, I peruse the paper, look online real quick, and then boom, we're on the air.
I walk in as that fucking light is going on.
Oh, yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Jimmy Norton's way. But,
Travis, you fine with that?
With Jim coming in when the light turns on?
Yeah.
Jim can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. No, you fine with E-Rock's schedule?
No.
Are the bosses fine with his schedule?
No.
But they're what are they going to do?
Yeah, what are they really going to do?
What are they really going to do in the end? What, they're going to threaten him for the 100th time? These whatever. I'm not going to blow up anyone's spot. But
What happened to your wind-up clock, though, E-Rock?
Yeah.
Who has a wind-up clock?
E-Rock.
I do. I usually have 2 alarms, yeah.
So what happened to it?
Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah, I do.
That works well.
Yeah.
I would love to know the real reason.
Just overslept.
I woke up in a panic, and I go, that can't be the right time.
So the same night that you didn't wind up your wind-up clock, you had a power failure? I'm sorry.
Are you saying that's too much to happen?
Yes! You know what the odds of that... I would love to know the real reason. No, it's impossible.
Really?
You could win the lottery before that. Oh, that's right.
He did. Yes, right. Oh, God.
So now he won the lottery and had this crazy thing happen. That's too much for one man.
It really is. So what
really happened, E-Rock?
Yeah, that's what happened. I woke up in a panic. I saw that the time
You decided,
was wrong.
what the fuck? You know, it's almost a vacation kind of like weekend thing.
There's a vibe going on.
There's a vibe this week because 4th of July is around the corner. Said, I'm going to stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah.
So you want us to believe that your wind-up clock, you forgot to wind that up, and then you had a power surge.
I didn't turn that one on because it would go off during the weekend. So I turned it off on Friday, so it doesn't go off during the weekend, and I didn't turn it back on for Monday.
Is your cable box just blinking right now, or your VCR blinking? No one has VCRs.
No, the cable box had 4 lines across it.
4 lines across it.
Doesn't that reboot on its own usually?
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes,
Travis.
it does.
But yours stays with 4 lines across it. You're such a liar.
You think he's lying?
Oh, my God.
I do think they reboot. Yeah, right?
Immediately.
Yeah.
E-Rock, cable boxes reboot.
Dude,
they never stay
staring
with
at the cable box. I looked around.
They
the time
never
was
stay
wrong.
with 4 lines. It's falling apart.
Your story's falling apart.
Oh, when the cable box reboots?
Yeah, when the power
He said
fails.
his stayed at 4 lines across. That's impossible. They always reboot that shit for you.
Why don't you set your iPhone?
Because I haven't even figured out the voicemail on it yet. I haven't done it yet.
But you don't know how to use the alarm on the iPhone?
It's easy.
It's the
I haven't
easiest
set it
phone.
yet.
You go to clock.
Travis, have you officially given up on getting him to get in here earlier?
Yeah, I mean, I try, but, I need some help from above.
See, it doesn't matter when we're here. But the support staff is doing it's really important to be here a little early and get some shit, set up for us.
I love my iPhone alarm.
I do too. It's amazing.
I usually, because Kenny calls me at 4:50 exactly. Not a minute sooner, not a minute later. So I set one alarm for 4:48. So I'm just awake when his phone calls. So I'm not like grabbing it. I don't miss his call. And then I have another one set for 5 a.m. And that's it. But I could set a 5, 6, 10, as many alarms as you need with the old iPhone.
It's the best.
Yeah. But the wind-up one, does it go tick, 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 tick? Is it loud?
Yeah.
And that didn't remind you to maybe pull the thing out? And
Hey, can we start a new bit?
it's not.
I want a really obnoxious, nuclear fallout type of alarm.
No, we had that.
And I need someone to just, hit that button every time E-Rock comes to work. So people could play along at home.
Oh, so they know.
Oh, so you're thinking that Eric's going to show up when the show's already on every day?
No, I mean, there's a replay before 6, right? So all of a sudden they'll hear that, and the listeners out there will know that E-Rock has arrived. Can you do that for
I think we can do that, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some technical stuff we have to go through, but yeah.
Let's try to figure that out.
That shouldn't be a problem.
All right, just a quick little and people
like
go,
this
oh,
one.
E-Rock
Like this
showed up. Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
That's my alarm.
That's my alarm, too.
You can't sleep through that.
No.
Dude, I have the fucking... Ope told me the Bose alarm. I still use that.
I love the Bose alarm.
That fucking thing, you cannot... Once in a while, I fuck up and I put it on the radio, and it's on like a really...
You got it.
Station, so it won't wake me. But if I remember to keep it on CD, is that fucking thing loud.
You guys are lucky. I never sleep to an alarm. I always wake up before my alarm.
Really?
Wow.
Maybe
today, but-
once... Let me think about this. Maybe once... I can't even say a month. Once every 2 months, all of a sudden I'll be surprised because also my alarm will be going off.
I hate waking up right before the alarm.
I hate it.
Son of a bitch.
10 minutes before before your alarm. God.
Not enough time to sleep, but
anything better when you wake up and you peek over at the clock? Oh, please, no. And then you see it's only like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
4 hours.
You just turn your head back on the pillow.
Sometimes you peek over and it's 4:50 in my case. I'm like, fuck, this thing's going off any second.
I slept till 7:30 last night and I knew I wouldn't sleep last night. Like I just couldn't. So I fucking dozed off for a couple hours. I was surprised I got any sleep. I actually got a couple hours last night. I woke up, it was 5:13 a.m. I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. 2 hours and 15 minutes of sleep.
All right, well,
you did that.
Congratulations, D-Rock, figuring this shit out.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got it made.
Where he doesn't have to listen to
Made
anybody.
in the shade.
Yep.
They've all talked to him, too, right?
Yes.
Every single person.
Everyone, yeah.
But why does E-Rock say, E-Rock, what happens? Tell us. I want to get your point of view. I don't want to speak for you.
It's nothing to say, Jim.
Why don't you want to be here earlier?
Yeah, what's going on? Like, for me, I know why I have trouble sleeping because I stay up really late.
Yeah. No, but
and I look for giant clits.
No, we all...
and I jerk off, and that ruins my sleep. What does it for you?
But we all have, like, different responsibilities with this show.
Yes.
You can show up whenever the fuck you want.
Well,
it's important for the
show.
guys that are helping us prepare the show are here a bit early.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, like, I know it screws me up, but I still do it sometimes. Like, I would like to be up a little earlier.
So you're with me. You know that it was an alarm issue.
No!
Oh, thank you, Jimmy.
I honestly, I think E-Rock slept through it, which, again, I've done before, too. But I'm saying, what is it at night? What is it at night that gets you? Because I know a lot of times at night what gets me. It's hard to not do it. I'm watching fucking Game of Thrones or whatever the fuck I'm doing. So for you, what is it at night? Because obviously you don't go to bed early enough.
Oh, I'm laying in bed. I watch news, watch TV, and I go to sleep.
Cartoons.
There's the problem. You have to watch in the other room.
Simpsons.
You think he's watching Animaniacs?
Ghostbusters animation. Fuck, Danny beat me to it. Damn it.
The real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Not that fake ass shit.
He-Man.
He-Man.
All right, so that's why E-Rock didn't wind up his
No, he didn't
clock
wind up the clock, or he didn't pull the little thing out.
and had a power surge all on the same night.
Did the cuckoo bird die?
Was there a new Metalocalypse on last night?
What's a Metalocalypse?
Adult Swim cartoon.
Oh, boy.
Do you watch that?
No, I don't watch that one.
Venture Brothers, right?
Yes.
I would do exactly what E-Rock's doing, though.
Why wouldn't you?
We all would.
Yeah, of course.
If you have a boss that has no power, of course you would do this. Of course.
But we all could. We just don't.
No, I know. I mean, here,
don't.
out of respect for the other guys in the, quote, support staff arena, you wouldn't. But if you had a boss that's powerless like we do, of course you would do this.
Yeah, E-Rock figured it out.
Speaking of which, interns. Jimmy said, "Remind me about interns."
Yeah, because I try not.
We're still talking about the fact we don't have interns.
Yeah.
I don't.
How many
usually-
days has it been without interns? We need to start that bit too.
Ooh. Wow, it's been a long time.
It was December, I guess. So around middle of December is about when they would have checked out. So we're 6 months. Oh, 6 months ago. Yeah, Christmas. Half Christmas was over the weekend. It's been 6 months without interns, basically.
And I normally don't, start the intern thoughts. I don't usually think of them until there's something I need done. And what I needed done, we have to figure something out because we have Linda Hogan coming in tomorrow, Hulk's ex-wife or whatever, and she has a book out. So what I like to do, I mean, I'm silly like that, but I like to read the book, or as much as I can, to get notes for the fucking interview.
Right.
I like to have maybe 12 questions, 15 questions. A lot of times you don't need them.
Yeah, but just to have.
But just to have them in case, like with Sugar Ray Leonard, I'm glad I read his book first because it helped. So I would read the book. So Roland a lot of times will drop the book off for me. Which is great. That's not his job to fucking come up to him, but he lives kind of close, so he'll be a buddy and drop it. But he couldn't this weekend, so the book came in Friday afternoon, and it sat there until this morning. It's here. The book came here. So it's like 72 hours I could have been reading this fucking book, preparing for this fucking interview, and it's like, I can't. I'm doing Red Eye tonight. So I'll read a little bit of this book, but I'm going to be unprepared for a fucking interview tomorrow, and I'm annoyed. I hate being unprepared for an interview. I hate it because it feels stupid and amateurish. So, There, Hulk had muscles, go. There, you know, you want to go on a honeymoon? Go. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Why? Because I didn't have the book for 3 days. And we have a messenger service here, which
this place
we don't have access to. So I want to ask anybody, how am I supposed to get this book? When I could come back for it, but is that my only option, to come back for it?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I'm not trying to be a prima donna. I want to read the book, so I give a fucking... I would like to find out stuff in here so I could... What else is the use? Steve-O brought the book in day of.
Yeah.
Stupid Flavor Flav, whose book was excellent, brought the book in. He handed it to us at the interview.
Yeah, as he was coming in.
Because I would have fucking raved about the book had I read it before.
Yeah.
Are we sure that we're broadcasting to people?
I don't know, dude.
Because we do the same break. Now I'm with the haters. We do the same break every week.
But I'm telling
you. But the reason we do is because we want things to change.
Yeah.
We need interns for this high-profile radio show.
Or anybody.
We got our staff that is really important to us running out to get us stupid coffee and omelets because we don't have interns to do the bullshit work anymore.
Yeah, the crap.
It's like...
It's unbelievable.
There's nothing worse than a lagging interview or missing certain things that could have, even if she's great and fun to talk to, there's certain things you'd like to hit on because they're interesting points in the book.
Yeah.
And are you going to have interns at Live at the Compound?
At the Compound.
Are you going to have an intern program?
Yeah, I should have an intern program there. Definitely.
Oh, I know what I could ask her tomorrow.
Young girls.
Yeah. Linda, there's a picture of you and the Hulkster holding a surfboard, and he's wearing kind of a straw hat. Did he get burned that day? Go. How tall is that surfboard, if you don't mind me asking?
Please do exactly this tomorrow.
Aha!
Please do this tomorrow.
It seems like she's trying to put pictures of the Hulk where he looks like an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to ask her about the allegations that the Warrior brought up.
Oh, God. Good.
About
There you
her
go.
having,
sex with a lot of people.
Sex and Hulk taking her around. You know, he's making some pretty serious allegations there. And what's her response? There's my question. I did my show prep.
Nice.
I'm done. What? That's how I roll.
No, I don't. I want to say it on the air, but it's better if I don't. I'll show it to you.
Okay. Unzip.
All right, you can read this out loud. It just says black cock. It was on my mind.
All right. He can write it, too. He wrote it.
Hold on. No. But tomorrow, is that possible?
We've looked for that
and can't get it.
What are we talking about?
I was asking if we could pass that along to Sweetie Pie. I don't want to say it out loud, just in case we can pull it off.
I won't.
Because no, I know. But I mean, would that be?
Oh wow, that would.
Let me see.
I don't know if we can do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I better destroy this.
Yes.
But that'd be. I just don't want to say it and have somebody call from her camp and go, "Don't do that."
Yeah, that's crazy. You can't do that.
I looked. It's not as easy to find as some other people.
Really?
Yeah.
But I would like to be able to conduct a fucking interview. Again, if she comes in and it's just free flowing, a lot of times that happens. Fine. But I would like to be prepared for fucking interviews.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to get a book?
Well, we tried to. We went through the proper channels and basically told these people that, it's affecting the show not having interns, but they don't give a fuck.
Or is there anybody?
When are we having interns?
Is there anybody that they would get from the message center?
We don't even know at this point.
To do it.
Yeah.
What happened to the "we're making progress," which was told to us 3 to 4 months ago?
Wow, Bill Tetley.
All right, whatever. We'll move on.
There's just no,
We'll move on.
No problem.
By the way, can't meet today, Ant. I'm sorry.
What happened?
I can't do that meeting today.
Oh.
Can't do it.
Yeah? What are you going on?
I'm getting my hair cut.
Haircut?
And I can prove that tomorrow when my hair is a lot shorter.
Well, that's true.
So they can't
just say.
They can't yell at me for
It's not
making up something.
You saying you didn't set your alarm clock.
The boss is
and you had a
desperately
power failure.
The boss is desperately trying to meet with me and Ant, and it always starts as like, "No, I just want to see where you guys are at," and then it turns into a yelling session, and I ain't doing that. Not today. I got to get my hair cut.
Ooh. Get them all cut.
And
it'll be proof tomorrow when my hair's shorter.
I just want to keep it quick.
Huh?
I just want to keep it quick.
Oh, have fun.
I'll sit in there and be like,
fun with that.
whatever, and then I'll just like.
It always starts with, no, man, just we just want to see where we're all at. And the next thing you know, he's bitching about something. Get the fuck out of here. That ain't happening today. I gotta get my hair cut.
By the way, seeing Dwight Gooden got really fat.
Oh my God, didn't he?
The show.
Seeing David Wells and Doc Gooden in those old timer is
Isn't
so
that so
sad,
fucked up?
man.
I know, right?
For your own life, you feel older.
Yeah,
You're
they
like,
had the
"God
old timers
damn
game,
it."
and
Jeter will be there. I remember when Jeter was talked about as a hot prospect before
Jeter.
he fucking played. And then all of a sudden, this kid, Derek Jeter, because I went to school with a kid named Charlie Jeter, who I don't know if there's any relation or not, but I remember thinking of Charlie whenever I would hear this kid's name. I'm like, who is this Derek Jeter? What if he's related to
I think a few years have to go by before you could start doing old timers games, though.
How many years for them? I thought it was 25 years, but that's Rock and Roll Hall of
No,
Fame.
they could. If Jeter, let's say, retired this year, he could be in the old timers game next year.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of these players that really, are some of the big names, they kind of wait a while before they make that turn.
How many years from Wells and Gooden left the Yankees, though? It's a long 10 years.
Yeah.
Is it 10 years?
Something like that. Joe Torre hasn't been a Yankee in 4 already.
Wow.
4 years.
He's out of baseball.
Gooden was so fat.
Yeah.
They said he's thinner than last year, though.
Wow.
Yeah, he's in a world of hurt, man. He could have been the greatest pitcher of all time, but fucking drugs. What an
He
It's
loved
the fucking
his
perfect
drugs.
game, though, right? Or no
What
hitter.
an idiot.
Loves them drugs. Look at all his mugshots.
He's got a massive pot belly, right?
Is he better now, though? Is he still getting higher? Or is
He did Celebrity Rehab.
I don't think he's doing
So I'm
coke.
sure Dr. Drew,
with that gut.
cured him and everybody else that he's got on this season.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. He's good that way.
Dr. Drew. I got Dr. Drew talking all the time about the Casey Anthony trial. He's always on that headline news channel talking about if she's, mental, psychopath,
What's his take on it?
egomaniac. Oh, yeah. He's got her classified as a kook. Hates her.
I like Dr. Drew.
You like Dr. Drew?
Yeah, I see the arguments against him, too, but I like him.
There's some woman on that channel.
Who is that bitch?
Her voice is hilarious. They come back from the trial and she's like, I really think that the defense did a great job. Oh, my. She sounds like the Martian, Marvin the Martian from Bugs Bunny.
What's her name?
I can't remember her name, but it's... I was looking it up on the Headline News website. It's so distracting to hear her talk. Oh, you saw the prosecution do a good job that time. It's like, what? It's distracting. Yeah. Big week, I guess, for that whole thing.
Why?
I think the defense is going to wrap up on Thursday, they were saying. And then it'll go to the jury. They had a big controversy on Saturday. They were supposed to do a day on Saturday, the trial. And then the judges said, nope, everyone leave. Everyone leave. We're in recess. So something was going on. They think maybe Casey's changing lawyers, or a lot of people might speculate maybe a deal was cut or something.
What do you think the deal
But
will be?
we'll
She
see.
pleads guilty to manslaughter?
Maybe something like that.
Or negligent homicide? Criminally
Yeah.
negligent homicide.
Yeah, something like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll find out today. I'm fully involved, fully engrossed.
Are you going to find out today?
Well, we'll find out why. I think we'll find out why it was recessed.
Oh, okay.
And then if it goes as scheduled Thursday, they'll probably rest the defense. They'll do their closing arguments. And then it goes to the jury. And see what happens. I think they scored pretty good, though, the defense on Friday. Looked pretty good. The brother's there crying, and she's there crying. The mother's crying. They're all fucked up. They had pictures, too, of the girl. The grandmother was guiding her, like had her arms on the side of her, but the kid was able to walk up those pool steps by herself. That's what they're saying. The defense is claiming that she fell in the pool and she drowned, and then they disposed of the body and covered it up.
They're admitting that she did that?
Yeah, that's one of the stories that the defense is coming up with. They're just trying to cast as much doubt with the jury as possible. Like, hey, here's a viable story that could have happened.
Right.
The defense doesn't have to prove that.
Right.
They just have to, get a juror or two to say, yeah, that's viable. That could
Shadow
happen.
of a reasonable doubt.
That's it.
Not even a reasonable doubt. The shadow. You have to be guilty beyond the shadow of a reasonable doubt in a criminal case.
It's just enough for a juror to go, look, what the prosecution said, there are some holes in it. The defense said this. It's a viable option, so, yeah.
She's guilty of being irresponsible.
She's guilty of being a horrid, irresponsible, lying sack of shit.
Being a parent, we're very responsible. But all of a sudden, we'll both look up and go, where's the kid? And we've only took our eyes off him for 5 seconds, and he's already in another room getting into craziness, right?
Oh, jeez.
But if you're really irresponsible, hell yeah, this kid is wandering around and falling into pools. Fuck yeah.
Falling into the pool.
And now the
whatever.
kid dies, and now you got to cover it up because you're panicking.
Now, I don't know if she,
in her case,
killed her or killed the kid or not. I don't know.
I don't think she killed the kid.
I don't know if
I think it's a cover up because of her irresponsibilities.
Could be the fact that she was drugging the kid to go out, and didn't have a babysitter and would just drug the kid. Maybe OD'd it.
Not with the intention of killing the kid.
Yeah,
though.
something like that. But people talking about the duct tape around the kid's mouth. That's maybe a cover-up to make it look like something. I don't know.
If your kid falls in the pool and drowns, you try to get help. You don't deny the kid's missing for 30. What? Stop it.
Exactly.
You don't put tape on the fucking kid's mouth. What was it? The fucking is there a? Well, I saw a moth down the throat. The chrysalis or pupa.
Pupa.
So, yeah, maybe the cover-up is because too many Xanax.
Because she killed it. Oh, that's true.
No, so the kid, she wanted to drug the kid so she could do whatever. She's a party girl. Kid fucking dies because there's too much Xanax. Now you're like, fuck, they're gonna discover the Xanax. So now I got to make believe the kid drowned.
Yeah, and then disposing of the kid,
the body,
and having really nothing left of it except bones made it very hard to do any kind of toxicology. And so I don't know. I think she's got a great chance of getting off on the first degree.
Oh yeah, she's not going to be put to death.
But you read some people and they're just like, oh, she's going to be getting the needle.
No.
Friday's my big day for trolling. I like doing all my trolling on Friday, and boy, did I get a lot of people invited.
Dude,
some of these
trolling
women.
mean? I know it means when you're purposefully annoying online.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's pretty much it. And it's just troll face. It's just it's so easy because there are these housewives that are totally obsessed with this trial, and have a deep hatred of Casey Anthony because they're moms themselves, and they sympathize with the child, and to then start talking about how they're just jealous women of Casey's beauty and how those bright blue eyes could never do anything wrong, and they don't even see the sarcasm. They're just like, you're sick. You're disturbed. She murdered her child. I go, or when they talk about like, oh, those are real tears. I go, they are real tears. She lost her child. Have some sympathy. They're like, lost her child. She killed her own daughter. I go, should kids get into things? They get into trouble. They hate it.
Yeah, they really are enraging. Your
so
fucking
much fun.
defense of this awful woman.
So much fun to do.
Well, a lot of those women are mental as well.
Yeah.
I know a lot
lunatics.
I know a lot of parents, and they're not sitting around watching the dumb trial. They're just not.
And you see their amount of tweets, and it's in the tens of thousands, and they tweet about
What are
the
they
trial.
using Twitter as a chat room?
Yeah, pretty much.
Get in a fucking chat room.
It's like 40 seconds, a minute 10.
Wow.
2 minutes. Like they're constantly tweeting everything that's going on in the trial. Did you see the judge scratch his nose? Did you see? Oh, there she is again with her tissue. Yeah, well. Yeah, it's fun to watch, though.
Do you know what I watched?
Into it.
What did you watch?
Which I twittered about.
Oh.
And I was watching Carol Burnett clips the other night.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, right, yeah.
She is
Nothing wrong with that.
Lucy was great. Carol Burnett is just the funniest woman ever. Ever.
Yeah.
I love Sarah. I think Sarah Silverman's great. There's so many. Fucking Carol Burnett is the. I watched the Eunice Gong Show 2-part clip with fucking Harvey Korman playing her awful husband and Vicki Lawrence playing that cunt mother. And this is, I'm guessing, 1971. So content-wise, you're very limited on what you could do on a network sketch show.
Yeah.
No sexual innuendo. She was just a funny fucking broad, Carol Burnett. God.
Yeah. She still is, Jimmy.
I don't know if she's performing anymore.
Well, she's funny in her everyday life, I'm sure.
I don't know.
She's probably cracking them up at the drugstore. She's getting her pills.
Getting her old person pills.
Right.
Eunice, the sitcom was not great. But Eunice on the Carol Burnett show.
Yeah.
Oh, God, was she fucking great.
The sitcom was stinkeroo, but when they did the bit on the show, it was really funny.
Do you think she's still pulling at her earlobes?
No, I think that woman's dead that she was pulling her earlobe for. Was it a grandmother or something?
Good night. No, I want to say it was for her kids. No, was it for a woman?
I think it was for a grandma or some shit.
Yeah, but she still had to pull her stupid earlobe, and I bet you as she walks around the world, people...
she's got to do that. Hey, tug your earlobe.
Yeah.
Do you know when I was a kid, we were in like 4th grade, 3rd grade, and we had to do like almost Pictionary, a contest of, what do you call it when you do those contests, when you act it out and they try to...
Oh, charades.
Charades. And, you pull your ear, it sounds like... So I was just standing there, and I just kept pulling my ear. And the teacher would go, sounds like it. And I would go, no. And I just kept pulling my ear because my name was Carol Burnett. I just kept pulling my ear.
And she thought it was sounds
Everyone
like.
thought it was sounds like.
You ass.
But it was just Carol Burnett.
So why don't you try to do something different?
I did do something that was different because everybody else was doing their
No, but when they weren't getting the whole earlobe thing, why did you try not to?
I loved it. I love the fact that
Did they ever
Carol.
Get that it was Carol Burnett?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember that part of it. I was so young. But I remember remember she would take audience questions?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the fucking, they would always ask her to do that dumb Tarzan call.
Oh, yeah.
She was funny, man.
But yeah, they turn up the lights and you'd see that audience. It's like, oh, well, they're all dead now.
Dude, when she was singing Feelings as Eunice, it's just great. It's awful. But that's why she was great. She didn't try to be fucking cute. She was guy funny because she had a guy mentality.
Yeah.
She didn't mind looking like an asshole. People always say women aren't funny. Women are funny when they're not afraid of looking like assholes.
Yeah.
When they're trying to be really beautiful, go fuck yourself.
Or too cool.
Or too cute or too cool. Yeah. But when they're not afraid, when they're willing to put a lampshade on their head like a guy would and just look like an asshole.
Be an ass.
Then they're funny.
Hey, Dick Clark used to grab his ass when he would, like on bloopers, bleeps, and blunders or whatever it is. He'd go, good night, and he'd turn around and they'd walk away. Him and Dick Clark, I guess, or whatever the fuck. Dick Clark, Ed McMahon.
Right.
And Dick Clark would, like, grab his ass cheek and squeeze it.
Was that his tribute to Merv Griffin?
Is that real?
Yeah. Every episode. That was like his,
why would he do that?
That was his little thing.
Huh.
Like Carol Burnett had the ear thing, and he had the rear thing.
Right.
Yeah. Dick Clark ass grab.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it was like on the blooper show. He would do that all the time.
All right. Hey, you want the porta potty update?
Porta potty.
Actually,
guy.
you know more about this than me, but
I heard it on the news. They I guess talked to him and he fessed up.
Well, they caught him first of all, right?
Yeah.
Peeper confesses to spying at Yoga Fest. This guy, Luca Crisco, 30, a lanky local wingnut and aspiring new age gigolo in Boulder, Colorado, admitted he crept into the basin of a portable toilet during a yoga festival earlier this month to spy on women.
Get some downward poop.
This guy rules. I was doing a little bit of yoga, and I'm just seeing all these goddesses.
That's what he said.
Crisco said during a jailhouse interview. It seems crazy, but I just felt like I was being blessed by their energy. The peeping John admitted to watching several women before getting caught. At one point, hopping from an unused toilet to a busy one in order to catch more women during private moments.
A busy one.
A busy turlet.
And it's in quotations. A busy one. That means one that had a lot of turds being.
A lot of shit. A lot of yoga shits.
Yeah, yoga chicks take long shits too. It's probably like Snake Central on that Snake Central. I meant Central. It's probably like Snake Central on that joint. I said Snake Central.
Let's slow down the story. So he's in one porta-john getting really mad because none of them are using it.
Yeah, but it's cleaner.
So he's like, fuck, I got to get to the busy one.
I got to get right into the shit.
So he went to the busy one in order to catch more women during private moments.
Probably had one big fat one sit down on the empty one and just do nothing but cut those loud farts. And he was hoping for a yogi goddess, a yoga goddess, but instead big fatso who's doing her first yoga thing. She probably worked at the hot dog vet. She worked. No, they don't sell. She worked at the hemp hat booth.
Yes,
and she sat down.
Harry Bush
dropped a liquidy evacuation. He was hoping for a hot yogi to fucking drop like a fucking snake shit on his head. A Carvel ice cream snake duty. Instead, the fucking fat hemp sock salesman lady sat down. And it echoed in the thing, all loud, his ears hurt.
And people understand he was in the tank, right?
Yeah, he was in the tank.
In the basin
itself.
That's
where the shit falls, right?
Right.
Yeah, I would hope
people
so.
do understand that. Okay.
Where else would he be?
I don't know. Maybe behind the porta-john, looking into some kind of hole that he fucking maybe drilled. No, he was in the basin,
in the shit tank. In the shit tank,
where the duties go. Crisco said he'd been a serial peeper for years and insisted that the latest spying session wasn't as stomach-turning as it seemed.
Really?
Yes.
We've all been in a porta-john.
Animals.
There's bacteria in there, but to me, it's just normal. We all have bodily fluids.
Yeah, we all have bodily fluids. So just lay down and piss and shit, so you could see maybe a pussy an asshole shitting.
It seems terrible, but it didn't actually smell that bad or anything. Get the fuck out of here.
You're lying.
I still would have done it even if it smelled a little weird, because where there is muck, there is gold, he said.
Where there's muck, there's gold.
That should be on a T-shirt.
That guy's perv switch just went off so bad looking at them yoga chicks.
Oh, yeah.
In their yoga pants.
Where he crawled into the basin. How'd he get in that thing?
I guess he went right into the fucking toilet part.
Oh, he's a yoga guy, so he probably could get into...
Skinny.
He probably could get into some type of position.
Yeah, he sat there in the full lotus position, looking up as they just shat upon him.
He was stopped in Vail Thursday for panhandling and was arrested after cop noticed he matched the description. All right.
His perf switch just went off. He was looking at the yoga chicks in their yoga pants, and you know how you could see like fucking like pussy bulge in those and everything. And he was looking, going like, that's not good enough. I gotta see their pussy.
Can I tell you what I came to last night? It's funny you say that.
Oh.
It was a video of a woman. You go to clipsforsale.com is the best. And she was a really kind of weird Russian woman. And I put camel toe in the search engine. And I fucking lucked up on this woman who had on tight pants. And like they were like spandex. And she was talking about it. So I went somewhere else and I got one of her clips of her bare pussy and pantyhose. You can kind of see it. And she was mushing it through these black spandex pants, like how fat her... You couldn't even see her pussy. And she was like, look at how fat it is. My pussy's so fat. And I blurked one all over my stomach. I was on my sofa. I knew I wasn't going to sleep. It's 2:40. I fucking...
Blurka.
I had my fucking... My legs out on my ottoman. My computer's on my left. And she looked at how fat my pussy is. And I went like...
My pussy.
And my dick just threw up all over my fat belly. Potato flakes all over my fat stomach.
Potato flakes.
She's wonderful.
That's sort of similar to the video I made yesterday. Did you see the yoga broad in the park yet?
No.
She was doing a spread eagle with her pink panties.
Ooh.
Ew. In front of a million families in Central Park yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Was it...
she pretty?
It's my latest video.
Was she hot?
She was Asian.
So hard to find a big vagina, for Pete's sakes.
Man.
But you got to see this. She does a split, and she has black pants on that are wearing a little thin, and she's got pink panties on. Look at this thing.
Who is this bitch?
They're doing. I'm just sitting there with my kid.
It's like a circus act.
Now she's doing some weird, like, spinning yoga trick.
I love yoga chicks, man. I love their bulging vages and their long, lean muscles.
You already see the pink. Look at these pink panties. This is in front of families and
She
kids.
doesn't have a fucking period.
Wow.
So
nice zoom. Fucking nice zoom, dude.
And then she presents her pussy to the whole park.
How wonderful of her.
How lucky did I get yesterday?
Oh, look at that pussy.
She's wearing a tiny pink thong that you could see clear as day as she
really
does this yoga split in the air, being held up by another yoga person.
Wow.
People are dumb.
Looks like she's making shoes out of her or something.
I'll zoom in again. Don't you worry. Here comes the zoom.
This is the cunt cam.
Look at that.
Yeah.
How great is that, Jimmy?
Yeah,
phenomenal.
With a Yoko face.
And
Your face is horrendous.
She's just presenting her pussy to the sun in the park yesterday.
And the other woman is flipping her around with her feet.
I mean, Roland just being stupid. But
Jesus.
How do you do that in front of families and kids?
They don't care. Dumb hippie fucking broads.
You could see her pussy, right, Jimmy?
I couldn't see the balls because the panties were so pronounced. I like a nice tight spandex material or something like that where the vagina
is pushing out.
But where it's like we're almost where
you want the vagina to be bubbling a little bit.
I know her whole life was filled with humiliating explanations as it came out. Like, look, somebody
really?
didn't just hit this with a shovel. It's always like this. I love it.
Back to the yoga guy, but yeah, I got lucky with that video yesterday. That's fantastic.
Holy shit! What the hell's going on there?
Oh, there you go.
Hell of a camel toe.
That's look at
Looks
that.
like she was
Who is that?
punched in
Nicole
the
Kidman?
vagina.
Look at how big that vag is. That might be an awful one, though. You never know. Sometimes when it's too Simpson mouth, it's not as good as you think it's going to be. I like it not just to be long, stupid, dopey lips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to this guy in Boulder. So where were we? Panhandling. Okay. All right. He was nearly collared at the Hanuman Yoga Festival on June 17th after a woman noticed something moving in the toilet and grabbed the security guard. After allegedly locking himself inside, he suddenly burst out and fled on foot, covered in feces.
Just burst out of there, covered in shit.
And he did the run for freedom.
It's like us getting on the elevator every day.
Yes.
Crisco told Boulder's Daily Camera that he started spying on women while traveling through Europe several years ago.
Oh, God, you know those European assholes with long hairs on them? I'll bet you this shit would fall down. It looked like the Donkey Kong barrel rolling, getting caught in the ass hairs.
Or they or they would take a piss and leave that little spit curl on their long pubes because the piss hit it.
He and some friends went to a recreation center.
50s hairdo.
He and some friends went to a recreation center in France where he snuck into the girls' locker room and hid inside a broken vent. Now that sounds kind of cool.
This guy is
at least you don't
pervert.
You're not going to have feces on you if you're hiding
Nah,
in a
that's
vent
fine.
in a women's locker room.
Jesus, Danny had a big fat woman. Look at that big fat black woman right there. What is going on with her pussy?
Let me see.
Let's see, Jimmy. Do you see anything
This
in
is
this
so
picture?
disgusting.
Let's see.
Ah.
What do we got going on?
Oh, yeah, that big fatso.
Moose knuckle.
Oh my God,
Come
that's a pussy ass.
I don't know what that is.
That's way too big.
I look good.
Camel toe, moose. The camel toe, God, it melts me on a visceral level when I see a fat
Yeah.
vagina. There's something so animal, like, and when
You like smacking it?
No. What I like to do, you silly goose, is I like to smell it. I like to brush my nose on it really gently, and they like that because it's like you're not going right in. And I like to, because those type of pussies drool. They fuck, dude. They drool. They're amazing.
And the more weight they lose, you can't lose weight down there. Exactly. So anything better than an anorexic chick with a meat bag,
big meaty one,
big meat bag.
Exactly. Let her fucking puke up the macaroni and put her giant twat on your nose.
They get thinner and thinner, and that just gets puffier and puffier.
Yeah, it's great. Looks like they have a horse saddle strapped to them.
Right. All right, let's get back to this creep. So he was in France, girls' locker room. All right, come on. You're not getting duty on you that way. These chicks started showing up that I never had a chance with. So now he's back at the yoga festival where he got caught. But I figured at least I could see them change or something.
Oh.
I've come to know how interesting they are. Ugh. Cops in Boulder believe he's been watching women in bathrooms all over town. And they have been telling local businesses to check for peepholes.
What a ghoul.
He also ran several porn websites out of a hostel he was living in and advertised his services as a male escort. Alternatively, using his names were Sky Orion or Bunny Man.
Bunny Man?
Yeah.
Jesus. Fuck, this guy's hopping around a bunch of shit or something.
He certainly is.
Just keep firing him out. I got to keep hitting him back.
He's now admitting the portable toilet incident was a dumb idea.
Oh.
But it didn't mean any harm.
Didn't mean any harm. Didn't you realize that is like harm? Like girls feel fucking violated.
Why would you feel
from
violated?
A chick with fucking guy in a toilet. Chicks are different than guys. Like if you start pissing and saw some girl's face in the toilet, wouldn't you just start laughing and pissing in her mouth like that clown game where you got to pop the balloon?
Dude, I would laugh my ass off, and I hold out hope to women out there that they just find this ridiculous and laugh too.
But they're all, they're different.
Because every time they show like a scene in a movie where you got kind of a flasher,
yeah,
they always have to show the woman screaming and running, and I think most New York women would laugh at that.
What are you doing?
Remember the redheaded Irish broad?
Oh, yeah, laid into that guy.
Laid into the guy that was...
Oh.
Yeah.
You fucking pervert, you fucking asshole.
I would like to think the more women are like that than getting freaked out and running away from it. I'd rather put a gun to my head than scare anyone or hurt anyone, he said.
Well, then you should put a gun to your head because you were scaring or hurting people.
He was just helping the poop come out. He was just watching the poop.
Just can't take it. He diddle wheedly with one finger on her asshole. She has no idea what's happening.
She felt the poop being corkscrewed out by hand. Like, he was turning
like a light bulb he's taking out.
He's helping the doo-doos come out.
A shit light bulb.
Because he didn't want it to be broken. He wanted that whole lot. He wanted the shit to be so long that when his hand went up, it slid past his palm and tickled his wrist. And they wanted to put it on his head.
Why is she walking down the hall like that? She's checking herself out in the mirror.
Oh, she's a woman. That's what women do.
No, man. You see that, Ed?
Yeah.
That was a different walk.
I don't know. She's got like heels on and a skirt and shit.
But she's kind of like wiggling her hips as she walks down the hall.
Her ass was wiggling too.
Yeah. And that's a man act.
And then she was checking herself out in the like the glass to her right.
Yeah.
She's got high heels on and a short skirt.
It's the black chick from Shade over there.
Is she an intern?
I think so.
She's an intern. They even have interns. They're great.
I would like some help. It doesn't be at this moment, but I want to lease a car, and I went car shopping.
No, you can't do that.
Oh.
And I would like a dealer because I don't know how do you know the best deal you can get? Like, how do you know when you're leasing? I lease because I think it's 100% write-off because of my job. I literally only use it for work.
Yeah.
I would like to have details on leasing. I'm just not good at it. I don't like they quote you prices. They go, that's the fee. Like I want to lease a nice car. I lease a BMW now, which I like, but and I'd like to know what the fucking dealers know.
They're all gonna,
But if you talk to, I don't want to talk to somebody who's going to help me get a car. I want to talk to somebody who can fucking help me, who knows the tricks.
Yeah. What's their game?
I don't know. Yeah.
What are they doing? You're right.
Because you walk in, you go, look, I went into I looked at Mercedes. I think it's just beyond my price range to lease that even. I mean, I can't spend that much on a lease. I can't do it. But the guy's like, it's like $800 just to fucking join the lease. He goes, I had to charge that there. I'm like, what do you mean? Just to open the lease?
Like, where's that?
What
Where's
is
that come from? What is that?
I don't get it. For what? And then if you terminate the lease at the end and you don't want to re-up with them, it's an extra $500. Fuck you, Mercedes. It's a great car, but come on, don't rate me.
Yeah, that's what they do.
I'm sure every dealership has the same type of
That's
deal.
what I'm saying, but you can get a lot of those taken off, and I want to know which ones.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of shit. If let's say your best friend was a car dealer. He'd go with you, and he'd go, no, take that off. Let me see that paper. Off, done. You could do it for this. And you'd go, thanks a lot.
That's smart guy.
But that's a guy who knows. I don't know. I try to look like I know. I'm like, but what about
that thing over there?
What if the wheels get stolen? You know, I never know what to ask for.
He's never done this before, but he's going to take $100 off of that True Coat.
Yeah, and I understand that they have a living to make.
Fucking asshole.
And they got to make money, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone will come forward and help you out, Jimmy.
I don't know how to do car dealer stuff.
All right.
You got to be one of those guys that just know how to go in there and talk to car dealers and be like, no, I'm not doing that. Buddy. Yeah, you got to know how to go in there and go, really? No.
No.
Here's a sign here initially. What am I signing this for?
No.
Well, that's the fee. He goes, no, wipe that fee off. Wipe that off. And they go, okay.
And they still have hidden fees, so they still make their money.
I know.
They do make the money, and I'm for them making the money. But when they charge me way more a month than I know I should probably, that's when it like.
We're not a bank, Jimmy.
It's like even when you get sent, like I got sent to Sirius, got me the name of somebody who I could talk to, and I think that they would take care of me. It's an expensive car. It's just too much for me to lease.
All right, here we go. This guy's been in the business for 10 years. Andy,
in the business.
Let's learn a little bit about the car business, Andy. What do you got?
Andy.
What's up, boys?
Hey, man.
Hey, Jimmy, listen, just go into the dealership and don't act like you're leasing the fucking thing. Just say, I want to buy this car. I want to buy it for, say, $500 under invoice. Make them show you the invoice. They show you the invoice. Say you pay invoice for it. That's about as good as you're going to get. There's got to be a rebate, okay? So you take the rebate, and then when the guy says, well, how are you going to pay for this? Say, well, I thought about leasing it. Well, then he's already locked into his price, and you stuck it to him. Screw him.
Ask for the invoice?
Ask for the invoice. Say, listen, I need the invoice price or $500 under invoice.
How would they give you? Let me ask you now. He goes, we're not going to make any money under invoice.
Doesn't matter. It's not your money. It's their money.
Why would they do it?
Why would they do it?
They'll always do it because they got a holdback. There's a holdback there where every car they sell, they're going to make $500-600 on it, no matter what.
Okay.
And so if you say, I invoice, I want the invoice, or I'll go somewhere else because I know they'll sell it to me for invoice. Make them show you the invoice.
And the guy goes, okay, go, leave. And you're like, okay, I'm sorry.
Then you just leave.
I'll pay.
You even go to another dealership until one works with you.
Yeah,
that's right. Exactly.
There's plenty of them in the area.
I want to bring somebody with me who again, I'm not going to be rude to these guys because they're trying to make a living, but just somebody that knows. Like, I don't know what to do.
Know what it comes down to? You don't want to feel like you're being ripped off.
Yes.
That's what it comes down to. I don't mind helping people out, and it's when you feel like you're getting fucking ripped off.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to avoid in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Tip.
I understand they got to make their money. I get it.
Don't fuck with me.
I'm talking in general terms here, not just, trying to buy a car.
What, sir?
Every car salesman, no matter what car they sell, they're going to make at least, say, $100 or $200. They're going to make money no matter what. And on new ones, they don't make any money. I mean, they really don't. All the money is made on used.
Oh, okay.
Used cars. And I got a giant house that proves it.
I love those guys.
So how do you determine what the lease price should be? Because I like leasing for 30 months. I don't want to lease for 3 years or 5 years. I want to lease for 2.5 years maximum.
Well, yeah, your payment's going to be a little bit higher on a shorter term lease, of course. But to guarantee that you're getting the best deal, on the car, because okay, let's put it this way. Way back when, and I'm not in the car business anymore. I'm a business owner now. So way back when, we used to lease people, and we used to make thousands of dollars a lease because all they wanted to buy on was payment. Payment. So if you cut out the payment part and just say, look, I want to buy it for this invoice price, you're guaranteed of getting the best deal.
And if you say, I want to buy it for invoice price, and then they show you the invoice.
You say, well, yeah, I think I want a lease. So they're already locked into their price.
Okay, so and then they show you the price of the car.
Right.
And then you say, I want to pay $500 under invoice.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
What about taxes come after that, I suppose?
Well, you have to pay the taxes, of course.
Okay, I figured. Yeah, of course.
You got to pay the taxes. And in any lease, what you need to do is you want to pay something up front. You want to pay like your first payment,
right?
Or sometimes double the payment and your taxes, and that helps bring the payment down a little bit.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. We got Phil in Jersey that thinks Andy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
See, this is what scares me.
Always happens.
All right, Phil in Jersey, you got Andy on the line with you, and it seems like you have a problem with Andy. Go.
I don't really have a problem with Andy. It's just Andy already said just now he's been out of the business for a long time. He don't sound like he's been in the business in this area, and some of the stuff he said to Jimmy is all right. But dude, depending on what kind of car you're trying to buy, don't listen to what Andy's going to tell you. Or you don't sound any better than he does, or he don't sound any better than you do.
Okay, what's
go ahead.
No, I'm asking you what would you say that differed from Andy?
Well, for starters, it depends a lot on what kind of car you're trying to buy. Invoice and $500 behind invoice and holdback. Every car company's got holdback. Yes, that has a lot to do with it. But depending on the value of the car has a lot to do with how much holdback you're talking about.
Now,
you could be getting $500 a holdback on a Civic or $7,000 a holdback on a big Mercedes. It has a lot of difference. What you're talking about, $500 behind invoice, does not mean the same thing to the same car.
Now, I want to lease a Mercedes or I've been leasing a BMW. I'm happy with it. It's something. Look, I like it. I fucking drove shit cars for the first 17 years of my career.
Right.
So, no, actually the first 15 years. So I don't mind spending money on it. I'm not going to spend an exorbitant amount, and I don't want to buy it.
You don't have to. Leasing is the way to go, and especially with the Highline stuff, the manufacturers are so competitive right now. The dealers are so competitive right now. Everybody's got incentives on the table that go way beyond holdback and invoice price. Now, that doesn't mean that the dealer is going to lose money to sell you a car. All that means is that invoice is only a small picture of what's going on. You don't know how, and don't get me wrong, you go into a proper Highline dealership in the right place that wants to earn your business, and they'll tell you the truth. Because the first thing right now, yeah, profit's important. Don't get me wrong. Profit's real important. But customer service is more important. So they're bringing customers back to try to bring them in to do the right thing, and I want you to keep buying cars from the same place.
So when Mercedes, let me ask you about it. So when the guy at Mercedes, and they were nice dudes, but when he's saying to me, well, there's a $795 just invoice fee, like
that's an acquisition fee.
Right.
That's to start up your lease.
What?
That's just the way it is. Every single bank carries them. Every single manufacturer carries them. They vary in price a little bit, but most of them are between $600 and $800.
How do you get rid of that?
This asshole's still selling cars. This asshole's still selling fucking cars.
Yes.
Why does that make me an asshole? First of all, I have to be a manager of a car dealership. And yes, why does that make me an asshole that's my chosen career path? I'm an asshole about that.
Listen, Jimmy.
Yeah.
The thing is that a dealer will only get into a holdback so much. It doesn't matter if it's a Mercedes or a Hummer or a Lexus. He's only going to get into it so much.
Because there's only so much of it to get into.
You win. The more you get into it, you win. If you start at invoice price and say, I'll pay you $1,000 under that, he's still getting into his holdback, and he's going to keep as much of that holdback as he can.
Wait, what is holdback?
Holdback is money that they get from, say, Chevrolet or Mercedes or the manufacturer. Because on let's say an F-150 truck, Ford is making $12,000 to $15,000 off of the dealer, and then the dealer sells it to you.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a holdback there, and there's dealer cash,
There's extra rebates.
Look at that. They make the game so confusing that,
It is confusing.
for the consumer, we don't know what the fuck's going on.
They're saying BMW has no holdback, so this topic is moot.
What's that mean?
That's not true.
All right, listen.
Dealerships got holdback.
Listen,
All right,
I got a
well,
question for Andy and Phil. I'm hearing that there are 2 invoices. Who wants to admit this?
I don't know about that.
Him got him good invoice.
Him got a good boy invoice and a bad boy. Him got a good boy alarm and a bad boy alarm.
I thought it's naughty.
Oh,
See,
you're
you do the same mistake I
Naughty
did.
boy.
And you scolded me
I
for
fucked
saying
up.
bad instead of naughty. Hey, no, a few people are saying, and unfortunately neither guy on the line right now is willing to admit this, that there are 2 invoices, the real one and the one they show you.
No, that's not true. Did you say 2 invoices?
Yes.
2 invoices? I gotta go.
Oh, well.
She just hung up.
I'm not insulted by that, but I'll answer your question for you.
He was insulted.
I'm not insulted, but I'll answer it for you.
Okay.
There's not 2 invoices. The difference is invoice price is what the car cost the dealership. That does not represent holdback. Holdback is triple net. That's true cost to the dealership. But you got to remember, and a lot of dealerships won't deal with that. Although with the marketplace being real competitive, you will get into it a little bit, especially depending on how much of it there is to give up. But the holdback is what the manufacturers pay to the dealerships to compensate them for the amount of interest that they pay for carrying the car in their inventory before you buy it, and for any kind of operating expenses, advertising expenses. If they sell us a car today and we don't sell it for 3 months, we pay interest to them on it until we sell it.
Okay.
So if we really sell the car at invoice and we've been paying them interest for 3 months to carry it because we bought it 3 months ago, that's what holdback is for, so that we don't literally lose money. But it's a finite amount of money. And again, it's a percentage of the value of the car, so it varies on the price of the car. But, that's what it is. It's not true invoice. There's invoice, which is cost of the car, and triple net, which is what the true cost of the dealer is. But, just like Andy said before, Jimmy said, we are entitled to make some money.
So now what about, is there a way around the acquisition fee? Like, can they just lower the price somehow?
Yeah, but what you're dealing with is you're dealing with 2 separate entities. So you're dealing with the car dealership is trying to negotiate with you to determine a point where you're comfortable with, and then when you guys land there, they sell the car to the bank at whatever price you agreed on, and then the terms of the lease kick in, and the bank says, okay, well, this is how you start a lease. Now, the dealer does it all for you, so you're not dealing with both sides of it.
Right.
But the acquisition fee comes from the bank. That's essentially their money, and in a lot of cases, it's the only profit that they make.
Who, the bank?
So, the bank, yeah.
So,
well, now I got a banker on my Twitter saying it's true. I'm a banker. We see a different invoice, so they show customer purchase order.
Yeah, because that's what I said to you. Because the purchase order is not the invoice. See, again,
but as a consumer, we think that's the invoice.
What would I ask for, which would give me the absolute bare bottom price they paid for it?
They'll never.
Well, the invoice price shows. Well, this is what I said. The invoice price does show what the dealer cost is. Holdback is just a percentage of that. And the problem is that nobody's going to really tell you exactly what real triple net is. I don't know. Maybe they will. I guess we kind of do. Your problem is now you're saying, well, I don't want you to make any money. That's what that says to the dealership. I want to know exactly what you paid for it, down to the last penny, because you're not entitled to make $1 on me.
No, but it's like you could say I want to know what you made down to the last dollar. Not that I don't want you to make money on me, but okay, now I am completely informed. So now
they're not going to deal with you, Jimmy.
Sure,
no, they're not going to do. They don't want to deal with you if
you will probably highball yourself if you do that. And what I mean by that is if you find out what it really, really costs and say, well, look, I'll give you, that seems reasonable. This is a $40,000 car. I'll give you, 3% over that. I'll give you, $4,000, in total profit. That you'll probably spend more than you need to do that. That's why I keep saying go to a reputable place where somebody that you either can trust or some place that that you can trust, and just ask them the questions. The customer satisfaction is so important right now that most of the time I'm going to tell you the truth, and you're going to get the best deal just for trying.
See, Mercedes and BMW, dude, they're cars. They look at it like anybody in there can afford it, and I think they deal with you a little bit differently. Like,
it depends on where you go. and I don't want to get into anything on the air, but take my information off of the air because I can help you.
Thank you. Where are you based out of?
I'm
Rikers Island.
So I guess I'm like North Central Jersey.
All right, E-Rock, could you take his number? Thank you very much. I'm a good customer. Like, I love my fucking the X6. I like it a lot. I've talked about it a million times.
It's very nice.
It's a fun thing.
Yeah.
I don't have kids. I'm not married, so I like to lease a car.
Let's say hi to Al in Edison. Al.
Al.
Okay. Quickly, Al, because I think we've...
Real quick.
Yeah.
The difference between a lease and purchasing and all that means nothing. You go in, you negotiate the price of the vehicle. You know what it is online. Kelley Blue Book tells you the invoice. You offer the guy $500 above the invoice.
Kelley Blue Book?
KelleyBlueBook.com tells you everything. How
Jimmy
much they pay
Blue
for every
Balls.
option. Once you get that price, Jimmy, all you do is you say to the guy, once we agree $500 above cost, you now know what your term is going to be. Let's say it's 36 months. Those figures are locked by the manufacturer. They tell you the vehicle is worth 60% of what you paid for it after 3 years. If you paid $50,000 for the car, 60% is what it'll be worth after 3 years. You pay on 40%. So you're only borrowing 40% of the vehicle, so your cost is based on 40% times a money factor, which money factor means interest. You know your interest rate, multiply that out. You divide your payments by 36. That's what a lease is. So the only negotiation on a lease is based on invoice. Everything else is set terms.
Yeah,
based
it's
on
kind
bank.
of. I understand what he's saying.
I need a real man to come with me because
Jimmy, I don't sell cars for a living. I just like screwing dealers out of making a lot of money on them by doing simple research on the internet. There's websites out there that tell you how to lease.
Dude, everything you just said to me, I know is right. And while you were talking, my brain was just throwing rocks around, and I was bouncing a rubber ball, making fucking child noises.
Your brain exploded,
Dude,
right?
I can't.
I'm the
Math
same way.
stuff,
Jimmy, it's not hard.
creative stuff I'm good with. But math stuff, like you just said, my head doesn't grab it. Like, I listen to you, and I'm focusing on you. And
It's
I'm
like
like,
playing craps. You got the pass don't pass is round one. That's where you negotiate your invoice, and then you got your come, which is how am I going to pay for it? Am I going to lease it? Am I going to borrow it? Am I going to pay cash? It's all based on what the vehicle is worth after your term. You negotiate that price. The interest rate is locked. The vehicle's total value is locked. Mercedes have great leases because they have a high perceived resale. So people think after 3 years the thing is worth 60%, where a piece of crap Chevy may only be worth 40%. So the lease is high on a Chevy.
So now you're taking 60% onto yourself.
Exactly. So
Yes.
you're borrowing a percent rate times the interest, and your payments are divided by that. So the only power the dealer has on a lease is what is the invoice, because everything comes off that total invoice.
and what if you have to get, like, how do you find out from a Blue Book? Like, say I want to get this option and that option. I mean, how do you...
Blue Book. Go to KelleyBlueBook.com, KBB.com. It tells you what the MSRP is, and it tells you exactly what the dealer paid to the penny.
But with certain options, too?
Wow.
Everything. You can see the option. I've been doing this for 10 years, and you bring that in from the dealer, his face drops, and he goes, oh, crap. Because he knows he's not going to be able to screw you over, and you can tell. Now, holdback, you can't negotiate holdback. Holdback is like the dealership gets 3% by the manufacturer for pushing a car that doesn't move.
All right, Al, listen, you and everyone else, you're pissing off a lot of dealerships. This is a touchy fucking topic.
Is it really?
We got Justin in Manch Vegas. That would be Manchester.
Yeah.
500 over, doesn't even pay a salesman $75. That prick is denying me a mortgage.
Tough. Get another job.
This
guy.
Well, this guy isn't in the business. He just knows how to do the workaround.
He said he likes screwing dealers over. So,
but us just talking about it is really pissing off a lot of dealers out there.
If the dealers look, the guys I dealt with, I like my guy. Who was at BMW in Jersey. I like a lot, and I think he's a straight shooter. He's not a scumbag at all. I've dealt with him before. And the guy I dealt with at Mercedes and the manager, I don't think I think they were being straight. I just know I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I told the guy that. I'm like, I'm going to show this by my business. Like, I don't know.
That's good to say to the guy.
I have
Look,
to.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Dude, if I don't say
fuck me in the ass.
You can only bluff so much with these guys because you can kick the tires, but as soon as he sits down, he knows if I'm not asking certain questions and I'm not knocking this, and this down, I'm a fucking idiot.
I just sign whatever they put in front of me and drive away. That's all I do.
But I'm not trying to fuck the guys. I don't mind them making a few bucks off
I'm
me.
a great customer, too. Because
Yes.
as soon as they pull out that calculator, and they're like, all right. And they start.
Here's what your monthly payment is.
Holy
Here's this,
shit.
here's that. I'm like, all right, let me sign an initial and drive
don't
away.
care.
I don't care.
I know my poker face drops at that point, and I'm done as soon as that calculator comes out. All right, just a few numbers here now. We're going to work this out.
Yeah.
They're adding this and that, and you don't even know what's real, what's fucking. They're just adding because they know they can.
No, dude. Here's my fucking big question. All right, you got to do what's the best you can do? Like I know what it is.
Yeah.
And literally, it does.
What can you do for me?
If he said 2 million and 8 tomatoes, I'd go. Oh, I guess that's the best you can do.
I have a 30-year lease on my car.
But I fucking put no miles on my car. That's why I don't want to pay a tremendous amount too. Because I don't want to spend.
Right. You want Al's numbers too?
Yes.
No.
I put 8,000 miles in almost 3 years. Like no mile. I'm
Crazy.
fucking Larry Lease.
You're the little old lady from Pasadena.
But that's why you should buy. You're not beating the shit out of your car.
Nah, but it still loses. But it's like I don't want it after all those years.
You want a new car.
I did that, dude. I did that my whole fucking adult
Al
life.
in,
a Topaz, a fucking Taurus, a fucking Mustang in the winter, which ran out of fucking. You couldn't go up the fucking snow hill with it. A fucking Saturn, another fucking Saturn.
See, if you're going to continually lease vehicles, then it doesn't matter if you buy or lease because you're just making payments.
Right.
Now, if you don't want to make any more payments, then you'd buy a car, and after a while, you're done paying for it. Now you have the car outright.
And you have an old car.
And
some people want a new car.
Yeah, so if you're going to, every 3 years or so, let's say, get a new car, then you might as well just lease because you're just paying.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
And I don't want to deal with trying to sell a fucking car or
No.
anything. I want to drive it into the dealership and go, good, I'm here for my new one. Take my old piece of shit.
I got no dings or dents. The car's garage parked.
Yeah.
Fucking few loads dropped in it. No one knows.
Who doesn't?
I bought mine and I want a new car, and now I got to deal with like selling it, and they make it hard to sell it. Of
course,
because at this point I just want to give it to family members, but the fucking state has to get their taste, so you
Yes,
can't
they
just give
do.
shit away anymore.
Oh, no.
They have to pay the taxes on the blue book value of the fucking thing. Always just grabbing money out of your pocket.
They love
You can't even do
doing
the right
that.
thing. I wanted to give my car away to somebody in my family.
new one?
It was the biggest pain in the ass. The last one. Because then the DMV got involved, like, well, you got to prove taxes were paid on this and blah, blah. You got to pay the taxes for the value of the car.
It's like, didn't I pay taxes on it when I bought it?
Right.
Motherfucker.
Fucking.
Now,
'Cause it used
every time it changes hands, the government has their hand in
it used to be when you wanted to do the right thing, you give it to somebody, and maybe you had to, like, all right, you have to buy my car for $1, whatever the fuck it was. Remember
Yeah.
that shit?
Yeah.
So they officially own it.
is $1.
Not as easy anymore,
No.
man. Like, the fucking state
Now
needs
they're
their
like,
taste.
yeah, we'll determine how much it's
Yeah,
worth.
they
and
need
we'll
their
tax you
taste.
on it.
So you can't just, like, pass cars along
So if you
that
want to
easily.
give it to somebody, these motherfuckers want to find the blue book value and make the guy you're giving it to
make
pay
the one-
you.
yeah.
Fucking
that's
cocksuckers.
That's simplifying it. Yeah, in a lot of cases, yeah, that's exactly what happens.
What? How old is your car, dude? You got a new car, right?
Mine's only
2 years.
I'm up to 2, so next year I want to obviously.
How many miles you got?
A lot.
Oh, you do a lot of Philly.
Yeah, I do a lot of Philly trips, so a lot. And then I drove it to the Outer Banks, and
Oh, so but for
it's
leasing,
beat up pretty good at this point.
for leasing, miles. I don't do the miles, so for me, I can get the minimal miles, whatever the minimal is.
Oh yeah, you're in a great position.
You do more than like 15,000 a year.
No,
Oh.
because I live in the city. Probably over 10 though, between 10 and 12. So we do a lot of trips, but all right, we should break into some other shit.
Right.
We got Elijah Wood. He was in recently and said yeah a lot, and
He certainly did.
the boys picked up on that. So check this out, and we'll be back with more shit.
And now, Hollywood actor, A-list celebrity, and Frodo Baggins himself. Elijah Wood says yeah 80 times.
Yeah, 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 I know, right? Yeah, yeah, totally, yeah, 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 oh, yeah, 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 oh yeah. Yeah, 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 Yeah. 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 Yes. Yeah. 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 I would. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
That was Frodo Baggins himself saying yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
80 times.
Like, I don't even know how I could process that. It's so awesome.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony on the Virus.
Good boy phone and your naughty boy phone. Your naughty boy phone and your good boy phone. Your good boy phone and your naughty boy phone. Naughty boy phone and your good boy phone. Your good boy phone is when you're home with the old crow. And your naughty boy phone is when nobody's home and that little fucking whore from Canada blows up your phone. It's your good boy phone and your naughty boy phone. Your naughty boy phone and your good boy phone. Your good boy phone and your naughty boy phone. Naughty boy phone and your good boy phone. I like the naughty boy phone.
Sirius XM. The Virus. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Tracy Morgan has returned to the comedy stage. Finally, after all that controversy of the last, three and a half weeks now? On stage for the first time since anti-gay tirade.
Tirade.
It wasn't a tirade, you assholes. He was doing his act.
Tirade.
Tracy Morgan gave his first live comedy performance in New York on Saturday night since his now infamous anti-gay rant earlier this month in Nashville.
I love how but that's what they say it is, so now that's what it is.
It wasn't that.
I know.
Some people had a problem with it, but the fact is, he was doing his act.
He wasn't pulling a Kramer.
A Kramer, right.
Yelling.
Michael Richards. By all accounts, the performance at Caroline's Comedy Club was pretty much controversy-free, but Morgan did address the recent scandal while on stage.
He did.
You're all sitting here waiting. You want to do Tracy, or I'll just read it?
No, you just read it.
You're all sitting here waiting for me to say something about the controversy, right? He said, which the audience cheered and applauded, according to the New York Times. I'm 42, man, and now all of a sudden I'm a homophobic. To emphasize the point that he's not homophobic, Morgan quipped while laughing, "My father was the lead singer in the Village People. I would sing the YMCA the loudest. I was sitting right there when he wrote the song, My Daddy. The Indian was my grandfather, or godfather. The Indian was my godfather." So he's making jokes, right?
Yeah.
And then this dope that wrote this article in parentheses writes, "Morgan's relatives aren't actually members of the Village People."
Oh, thank God.
Oh, literal author.
What an idiot.
He had to make that point. He later added of the homophobic accusations, "I don't have that in me. I believe gay, straight, everybody's supposed to be happy in the world, man." Also, later in the show, Morgan said he had something on his mind that he couldn't share with the audience, then proceeded to encourage him to do just that. "So, I can't," Morgan responded. "I just got out of the controversy, man. This is diabolical." Diabolical! So he's too scared to really address it. That's what Glad did to him.
"I got something to say about the homosexuals, but I ain't saying it."
He was too scared.
I can't go on another month for this.
But he did go into a gem. He did.
I know. It proves my point, though. They were holding him hostage, and now he's scared shitless. And he wanted to say a lot. But it seems like Morgan couldn't resist pushing the envelope. One comment that earned groans and shouts of "uh-oh" from the audience was, "Don't ever mess with women who have retarded kids. Them young retarded males is strong. They're strong like chimps." And that's Tracy Morgan. So what?
They're strong like chimps.
Now what? What? Another organization will have to go after him, right?
They got that retard strength.
That's right. Don't target the wrong guy. They're retarded.
The R word hurts.
But there you go. There's a guy just fucking, doing his act.
I want to apologize to all the stupid retards. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, he's a fucking. I have to be in front of a bunch of retarded people trying to talk to him.
Well, he also
fucking throw rocks at him.
He also made a joke about his alleged teenage relationship with a girl he called a cripple.
Good boy.
She was a cripple.
That's Tracy, though, man.
Yep. She was pigeon-toed.
Doesn't mean he doesn't mean anything.
No.
By doing his act.
And when you hear him saying stuff like that, retarded kid, you just know he doesn't care.
Right.
Brian Fellows.
Ooh, look at this kangaroo. That bit was great. And it was right at the tail end of his tenure there at SNL.
They finally
and
gave him
finally
something.
got a funny-ass character.
Right.
That bird tried to steal my credit card.
They really never used him properly until the end, huh?
They almost never used black talent properly, except for Eddie Murphy, who was Dick Ebersol.
And why is that?
I don't know. I mean, Garrett Morris was underused. Dean Edwards was underused. I think Tracy was underused.
But then we think Garrett Morris isn't funny.
Maybe, but I mean, he shouldn't have been on the show then.
Is he a funny guy that they just kind of
He was the black
kept down?
guy. They needed him as the black guy to do, like, you know.
But Tracy Morgan, we all know, is a really funny guy, and he doesn't have a lot of SNL skits that you want to check out. He just doesn't.
Very good to me.
Right. He finally had Brian Fellows at the end of his career. But
Can we hear this for a second? I don't know what it sounds like.
Lab of ornithology in Newport.
Yeah.
Is that in Newport? yes, it is. I'm Brian Fellows. Brian, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. He's an Amazon yellow nape that goes by the name of Bailey. What do you say, Bailey? Hello. That bird just talked. That's right. The parrot is able to mimic human speech patterns. That's crazy. Hello. He just did it again. You know, Bailey and I are big fans of the show, and we worked up a special treat for you. Would you like to see it? Would I?
It's a
Hey,
great
pretty bird. Hey,
character.
pretty bird. Who are you? I'm Brian Fellow. That bird is a liar. I'm Brian Fellow. He's starting to make me mad. He better shut up. I'm Brian Fellow. No, you're not. Hey, I'm sorry. I taught him how to say that. I thought you'd like it. He's an imposter because I'm Brian Fellow. I'm Brian Fellow. That's it. Take him away. This is my show. That bird is not funny, and I bet not see him again. Hopefully we will fix this in editing.
He's got lip gloss on.
I would
Now we're just watching.
Funny.
Yeah,
That's very funny. I've never seen that character. I know I was familiar with it, but it's hilarious.
It's a great
Sounds
character.
gay almost.
Yeah. He's very
I'm
flamboyant. Yeah, he sounds
Literal
gay
lance.
almost. I know. I'm an ass. Oh, that's the one The Rock was on.
Wow. Okay. So, what are you going to do? But they don't use black guys properly on SNL? in
I
general?
don't think they really have, no. And I'm trying to think of who else was on. I'm sure there's other guys I'm not thinking of.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock barely got used on SNL.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And we all know how funny Chris Rock is. So what the fuck are they doing over there? You got someone like Chris Rock and you got a Tracy Morgan, and they don't have anything that's really memorable.
Only Eddie Murphy got the right, and again, but that's when Dick Ebersol.
Yeah.
Right.
Tim Meadows was...
Oh, God, yeah. He was there for 9 years, right? Or 8
Meadows
years?
was rough.
Yeah, he just hung out like, oh, good. I'm here another season.
I don't even know, but I would say that Tim Meadows is not funny just because of what I saw on SNL. But
Yeah,
he
I
might be hilarious.
I never found his bits funny.
You know how annoyed he must be at like 30 Rock being so successful? He can't be a part of it?
Yeah. That's got to be like, come on. Hook me
I
up.
used to be on SNL doing all kinds of characters and stuff. I do on...
Is Daryl Hammond still on?
No. I was thinking about him yesterday.
What do you mean? He finally left?
No, he's on, yeah.
Oh. Hey, I thought this was in America. Who cares about this story?
Yeah, it's Sweden.
This is
Neutral. What do you
Stockholm.
expect?
Oh, okay. No him or her. Preschool fights gender bias.
Yes, I agree with this. It's very good. It's perfect.
At the Galia preschool, staff avoid using words like him or her and address the 33 kids as friends rather than girls and boys.
Right.
But what if they're not friends? What if they don't like each other?
They have to like each other, or that's bullying, Jimmy.
Oh, good point.
You're forced to like everybody now. Don't you know that?
So they don't want guys or girls, boys or girls, to be
Boys or girls.
Boys or girls. They don't want that influencing how they grow up.
What's wrong with being a boy? What's wrong with being a girl?
Nothing.
What's wrong with that?
You are what you are. So, gender bias.
From the color and placement of toys to the choice of books, every detail has been carefully planned to make sure the children don't fall into gender stereotypes. I said this a long time ago. We're all going to be robots eventually. This is robotic shit.
It's a social experiment. I'd be pissed if I was a parent. It's like, don't pull your social fucking experiments on my kid. Stupid.
Homeschooling, man. I'm telling you.
Is that where you're headed?
I know those kids were always the creepy ones, but it's starting to make more and more sense as a parent to just homeschool your kid.
Yeah.
Fucking hire some people that know math and shit and come over and teach them some numbers.
Tutor.
Because I don't want to deal with this crap
And by the way,
school
there's
system.
80 cameras in the room, so don't try to touch my kid.
Exactly.
Just teach him shit.
Society expects girls to be girly, nice and pretty, and boys to be manly, rough, and outgoing, says Jenny Johnson, 31-year-old teacher. Egalia gives them a fantastic opportunity to be whomever they want to be.
But that's basic human nature you're trying to go against. Yep. You're trying to use this social bullshit to change what we are as animals. There is a male and there is a female. And we assume certain roles based on that sexuality. You're going to have some crossovers there, you know? But for the most part, the guy will always be the hunter. The woman will always be the nesting. You know, it's just the way it is. It's animal instinct. They're trying to like reprogram people to keep that animal instinct at bay. And it's like, just stop it. We're animals. Enough.
And how is that going to come out eventually if you continue down this road? You know what I mean?
It's just going to fuck up and confuse people.
Absolutely. The taxpayer-funded preschool, which opened last year in the liberal Södermalm district of Stockholm. For kids aged 1 to 6 is among the most radical examples of Sweden's efforts to engineer equality between the sexes from childhood onward.
Good job.
What are liberals doing?
They're dumb.
At Egalia, the title means equality.
Equality.
Friends means equality. Boys and girls play together with a toy kitchen, waving plastic utensils and pretending to cook.
Why do they gotta have the girl things?
That is a girl thing.
Do they have maybe some army stuff?
Wow,
yeah, they have the guns too. Good question.
They would never do that.
No, why would they?
Lego bricks and other building blocks are intentionally placed next to the kitchen.
Why?
To make sure the children draw no mental barriers between cooking and construction.
Sure, make me an omelet and a little brick comes in the fucking plate.
I'm making a dormer on my house out of succotash.
Wouldn't it be funny though if they want no gender things, but blacks were frowned and spit upon when they walked in because they're all blonde and Swedish? Fucking neutral shithouse. Bunch of racists. I despise the Swedes.
Despise them.
Remember, he's eating meatballs. Bunch of meatball-eating motherfuckers.
Little meatballs, though, because they're Swedish.
I hate Swedish meatballs. You like Swedish meatballs?
I prefer them sourish.
I love Swedish
Get
meatballs.
Get the fuck out of here. You need
on your chin. Yes, meaty balls.
You need a nice red sauce with your meatballs. Fuck that Swedish shit.
Meatballs are the shit, man.
You're Italian,
I like
man.
them.
You should hand in your Italian cards, sir.
Oh, I don't have them a lot.
You really like them?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, fuck
With that brown dumb gravy they put on.
I need a red sauce.
It really is it really is acid reflux waiting
to happen.
Yeah.
Wondrous.
Director Lotta, some fucking Swedish name that I certainly can't pronounce.
Oh, Lotta,
how do you put the letters together in that fashion?
Lotta Ragelin.
Thank you.
Lotta Ragelin.
Notes that Egalia places a special emphasis on fostering an environment tolerant of gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people.
I don't want my kid going to Egalia.
Egalia?
Everybody pumping their Peters in Egalia.
From a bookcase, she pulls out a story.
I don't want no bookcase around my kids.
She pulls out a story about 2 male giraffes who are said to be childless.
Oh,
They
boy.
can't suck each other's dicks because their necks are so long.
Giraffes are very phallic, aren't they?
Yes, they look like giant cocks.
Yeah.
One
Giant
giraffe just
hard-ons.
puts his head up the other giraffe's ass.
Giant hard-ons with legs walking around. Until they come across an abandoned crocodile egg.
And then what?
And make shoes out of it because they're gay and they like fancy things. Tee-hee! Oh, I want a crocodile bag. They start swishing around.
Wow. Wow, someone in this school district is uber gay.
Yeah.
That's what this is about, because nearly all the children's books deal with homosexual couples. Nearly all of them.
Wow.
Single parents or adopted children. There are no Snow White, Cinderella, or other classic fairy tales seen as cementing stereotypes.
Fairy tales would be perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Of course.
Wow, the staff also try to help the children discover new ideas when they play.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, new ideas like what?
Yeah.
A concrete example could be when they're playing house and the role of the mom already is taken and they start to squabble, she says. Then we suggest 2 moms or 3 moms and so on.
And a dad to punch the ball in the eye to blacken their saucy eyes when the fucking brick is cold because they don't know how to cook because these dumb cunts were making fucking houses when they were 9. Idiots. I'd hate to grow up in that stupid district. Stinks. My house is made of spaghetti. Every time it rains, it falls. It's great when it's hot out because it's stiff. Whenever it rains, it's a delicious accident all over my face. I have a carb house. Swedish jizz buckets.
Your spaghetti roof collapses on you, is what you're saying?
I would, maybe Switzerland is the one who's all neutral. I think I'm wrong about that.
Yeah,
But
Sweden's
all
the
I
same
know is
thing.
this.
They're
I would love to
terrible.
invade fucking Sweden and just savagely beat them with fucking axe handles. For no reason. What have we done? We haven't done anything. We like a penis and a vagina the same. We like it to have it to meet the balls. We don't want to know the difference between the construction and the cooking. Make me adorable hungry. Oh, look, I'm going to eat the lampshade. It's a-raining. Could you build me a cake hat? Build me a cake umbrella? You fucking idiots.
I love your Swedish accent.
Exactly, it's very organic.
It's right there.
We like it to go to a galley. All of the teachers have 2 N's and 2 S's and an O in their names. A Hannah soon. Go fuck yourselves. We're having 9 of the mommies and the no daddies. Everything's, even the socks are being used as tampons.
2 other things about this. Those bent on shattering gender roles say there's a hierarchy where everything that boys do is given higher value, but I wonder who decides that it has higher value, she says. Why is there higher value in playing with cars? And some parents... People are asking if this is private or public. It's public because it's taxpayer funded, right?
Taxpayer funded.
Some parents worry things have gone too far. An obsession with obliterating gender roles, they say, could make the children confused and ill-prepared to face the world outside kindergarten. Abso-fucking-lutely.
I said.
Yeah.
I rule.
The fucking father, the husband's hungry, the wife is whipping up some mortar. Same joke 8 times. How many times am I going to do it? We got it. It's a mix-up, Jim.
They cook with construction equipment. We get it.
Yeah. Hey, look, hey, my soup is getting cold. Oh, here, use it. He said, Jack. Not even the right stuff. You're standing over your fucking dinner plate trying to cut your steak with a fucking concrete jack. Breaks the plate. Everybody's like, hey, this idea stinks.
This is stupid.
How long is this bit going to go on? Hours. I started at 6:20. You got it. Mind my business. Just eat these fucking small gravel pebbles. Oh, sorry, they're blueberries. I don't know the difference.
Because you grew up in one of those schools.
That's right, friends.
We're all friends.
That's right. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
You're amongst friends.
You're among friends, Ricky. Or Ricotta, whatever your name is. Did you cut your wrist with what'd you cut your wrist with there? Was it a tomato or a knife? I don't know the difference between construction and cooking.
It's awful.
I think the problem is that you can teach a little of that, but they're going way the fuck too far.
I think
whatever. You teach a little of that, fine, but making everyone
that's why we suck.
Huh?
That's why we suck as a country as far as
we're not doing it.
education. No, I mean we're doing kind of the same thing. Instead of just concentrating on the basics in school, your reading, writing, and arithmetic, it's a bunch of this social awareness, non-bullying, diversity, tolerance. How about history? How about some fucking math and science? So these kids don't get out of school and are fucking 20th in the world behind every other country that's kicking our ass.
How about sex education?
No place for that in the schools.
So they know where to take it.
In the shitter.
Sure. Ouch. Ouch. The Swedish kids yell different. I need to put that in my hiney. Uncle Paul. Easy, friend.
Friends. We're all friends. Uncle Paul doesn't care.
You think they use the same bathroom over there?
Oh, what about that? They want girls to start standing up to take a piss. They all come out with their little patent leather shoes covered in urine.
Exactly.
They're lederhosens.
Oh, they're
even though it's not the same fucking country, but might as well be.
Sure it is.
We don't care.
We don't care.
Part of the planet.
Urine-soaked lederhosens and their patent shoes. You said. That's a dumb story. That's scary shit, though, because we get our cues from elsewhere, right?
That's what's happening.
I'm sure one of these dumb New York City schools will try something like that.
Yeah.
We're so far behind.
Mayor Bloomberg will be all for it.
And then white babies are a minority now, I guess.
What, in New York?
Yeah, no, in the country.
In the country?
Yeah, as far as babies are concerned, there's more non-white babies than white babies. Yeah. I don't understand that. Everybody kind of talks about how great America is. We have a great country. It's a great, fantastic country. For years, we've had a great country. And then all they talk about is wanting to change it.
Constantly.
It's like, wait a minute. And you know, more diversity and this. It's like, well, white people have been in charge long enough. We need more diversity. It's like, well, that great country we're talking about was like made great when a bunch of white people were running it. I'm not casting an opinion here. I'm just saying this is what it was. So I just see us in the future maybe not being a third world nation like sub-Saharan Africa, but I do see us being a huge welfare nation that really doesn't make anything, and we'll just fall into another empire that is, you know, kind of relegated to just being a piece of shit.
We had a good run, though.
A couple hundred years.
Not even that great of a run.
A couple hundred years.
Roman Empire was
change.
How many years?
Roman Empire was around for a long
fucking time. We're not going to come close.
We
to
ain't
that.
coming close to that. No, we're already on the road to ruin. Do you see these the flash mob shit that keeps happening?
Or the lynch mob now.
Yeah.
Did you see what they left out of that story?
Of course.
What's the lynch mob story?
Race. Some kid got that shit beat out of him. And
white kid by, I think, 15 black kids.
Yeah.
Or some black and whatever. But they don't even mention it in the story.
No, why would they? And then another story of a gang of black youths, of course, unruly youths, teens, running around saying, let's kill the white people. Kill white people.
In Peoria, yep.
Let's kill white people. Yay.
And they didn't say black in that story. The word black is so dirty to reporters.
Yes.
And it's so revealing. They say a bunch of African-American youth went around yelling to kill white people. Like, do you understand the fucking cultural elitism of that? Like, it's white people feeling better. You can say white because you're comfortable saying that, but if you say black, what is it, a little too fucking strong for you?
Yeah,
white reporters? How do you know they were African American? How do you know they weren't fucking Haitian immigrants?
Right.
How do you know their parents weren't fucking, one was French and one was Haitian? Come on.
I've seen reporters use African American when they were talking about Africans in Africa. Like, here's a picture of African Americans. And it was like, no, they're fucking Africans.
Right.
Sears got, 30 or so. blacks ran into a Sears and just started robbing things. Another store, Walmart, got hit. They plan these things on whatever social media.
But how about those companies figure out social networking?
Oh, so you can see it coming? Yeah. Like, hey, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Oh, no, you can't do that. Because if you see 30 black kids walking in and you go, wait, then you're
discrimination.
profiling doesn't work.
But what happened? What happened?
They went in and just started grabbing merchandise, knocking a few people around, too.
Can I be completely honest?
Yeah.
That's pretty smart.
Well, it's a smart way to rob.
If you're going to be one of those guys, what a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it is.
Because now, who the fuck do you grab?
Exactly.
But now, well, they grabbed one guy, a 19-year-old.
And honestly, I'm outraged. I really am. I'm with you on this. But if you think about it, it's kind of smart and
genius.
Brilliant.
Same thing fucking Hitler thought of, and so did Napoleon. Just run in there with a bunch of people and take what you want.
A bunch of people.
Yeah, it's not exactly new.
All of a sudden, you got 30 black guys or black kids in your store grabbing and running? Holy fuck, what an idea.
It's this organized
how are they going to stop that?
Chaos. I don't know how you'd stop this because they never know where they're going to pop up.
You got to infiltrate.
Yeah, somebody's got to be like an online
Just start
monitor.
Shooting them.
Yeah, that's what I would.
You know,
they need armed security guards that will just pistol whip the fuck out of these punk thugs. Yep. Punk.
What would you do if you were in one of those stores
when that was happening?
As it was going down?
I'd stand with my back against the wall and I'd fucking watch. I'd watch. If I felt my life was being threatened, I would shoot somebody. That's it. But
there's a real answer.
But in general, if they were just ravaging the place and robbing the place, I would just watch and go, "Oh, look at that! There you go. Thank you." MLK would be proud. He'd be very proud of you all right now. Very good. Yuck.
Now they got to figure that out because it's
savagery going
seems
on.
Like more that's happening.
I just don't like the way it's reported.
Yeah.
That's what bothers
Dishonest.
me. It's not even the stories. It's the fact that the media just won't say it.
No, they won't say it.
And I know we've made a lot of people aware of that because I get a lot of people telling me, like, God, I never noticed that.
Yep.
But read the story about the lynch mob in South Carolina where they beat this. Again, gangs of people beat up people. But they just refuse. Even on Twitter, some white guy said to me, well, how do you know it was racial? It's like the fact that it's not mentioned at all when it would be in reverse.
Right.
You're naive or a liar if you don't believe that. Maybe some people are just naive.
Gang of white people. They beat the shit out of one black guy.
No.
It is racial before they even investigate it. Before one word comes out of why the fight happened, why they beat this kid up, it is a gang of whites assaulted a black guy. Reverend Al is out. Claims of a hate crime. But the other way around, it's just, well, there may have been a problem over some money or this, that. We're looking into it.
It really is a way of them saying that blacks are stupid without meaning to. Yeah. It's like you give the higher motive, even if it's a devious motive, to white people. Yeah. When white people commit the crimes, it's because there's a motive. It was racial hatred or it's based in some type of thought.
Yeah.
When blacks do it, it's because they need money and they just club you over the head and take it. Ugh! Ugh! It's this fucking, I'm telling you, man, white people who write these stories are such fucking elitist cocks.
Yep.
And they don't even mean to be. They're not trying to be. To think that blacks only have robbery as a motive is like saying fucking ugh, see phone, ugh, take. Like they don't think that any thought could go into it. They don't think a bunch of black guys could have a racial because white people don't want to fucking look at the racial anger that a lot of black people have towards them. Mm-hmm. It's their way of pretending it doesn't exist. Instead of going, yeah, you know what, shithead, there are a lot of blacks that don't like you.
Yeah.
And will target you before targeting somebody else. But they don't want to acknowledge that to themselves. It's embarrassing.
It really is. It's
but white people always have a higher.
Too.
White people never just club black people over the head to rob them. There's always another motive. Always racial. Because I guess white people are better thinkers.
Yeah.
Even though it's a devious motive, it's still a thought out motive. I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry.
It's as if it's expected.
It drives me crazy.
And it's terrible. Casey Anthony looking really nice. It looks like she washed her hair.
Is this
her
live?
hair was looking a little greasy. Yeah. She's got a little white top on. I think she's giggling a little bit with her lawyer. She put her hand in front of her face.
She should be fucking...
She's giggling a little bit.
Look at the face. Like, literally, when she covers her mouth, I want someone to punch her fucking teeth through her fucking hand.
Jimmy, she's a sweet. Look at her, she's laughing.
Why?
She's a sweet girl. Look, her smile lights up the courtroom.
What? I know you guys are having fun with that, but
Yes, we are.
logically, what is the purpose of her like laughing and giggling and stuff? Wouldn't you think a lawyer would say that's not help? Yeah, but wouldn't they say that's not helping us? Why are you laughing? When these cameras are on.
Maybe every time they show a picture of the body, she just can't help it.
Starts cracking up. Well,
what do you think, Ant?
Opie, you got to look. This was in 2008, 3 years ago. This happened. When you're under this kind of stressful situation, you're in a courtroom every day, your life is on the line. There are going to be moments of levity where you wouldn't think. Look, she's covering her mouth again when she talks to a lawyer. She learned how to do that. By the way, at the beginning of the trial, she would just talk, and they have lip readers that would figure out what she was saying. So now she covers her mouth. And,
what do the lip
talks to a lawyer.
readers pick up on?
I killed my baby. The dingo ate your baby.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And I know it's been said a million times, but she really does look like an elf when her hair is pulled back.
I find her adorable.
Her ears are fucking weird.
She has. She looks like a little wood elf from Lord of the Rings.
Ears are dopey in general.
Yeah, they really are. I'm glad we get to cover ours every day, so we don't have to look at each other's ears.
I'm going to force people.
We put headphones on.
I'm gonna put this thought in everyone's head today.
Yeah.
Just look at ears wherever you go today, and you're going to start laughing at yourself.
They're all foldy and
They're
weird.
They're horrible.
What's with all those creases in them?
Horrible. Just look at ears today. That's your homework assignment. Wherever you go, just fucking stare at ears.
What's that little piece that sticks in there?
They just suck.
Little curly Q thing.
And then it's God's little joke on us that they continue to grow your entire life.
Old people's ears are hilarious.
It's just horrendous.
Gravity takes its toll on the lobes. And then the upper part even just gets big and cartilagey.
By the time you hit 85 or so, you got two catcher mitts on the side of your head.
Giant fucking bullhorn.
Right. That and on the nose continues to grow, too.
Right? And then everything else shrinks.
Fucking sucks.
The old.
We should take a break because we got a magician coming in.
What?
Dan White. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, he's promoting the Supernaturalist.
The Supernaturalist.
It's a show on the Discovery Channel.
Have you seen it? I've
Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock. I have not.
Is he going to do any magic for us?
Yeah, supposedly he's really terrific at it.
Supposedly, he's really terrific at it. You really
So I hear his sleight of hand shit is really good.
Oh, the ASPCA commercial. Look at the poor little guy.
Well, let's see what he did wrong, this punk kitten. I love how they show these badly behaved animals on TV at the ASPCA. Like some owner had to fucking punch that thing in the eye to get it to behave and quit barking. ASPCA helps. Oh, look at that little one. JJ, his name is. What did JJ do to get put in that cage?
He's in jail.
I bet he was running in circles or something.
You're missing the obvious, though.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with these dogs.
No, these
exactly.
are cute puppies.
In the middle of the night, you get the creepy commercials.
Yeah, where they have the
feel like
eyes.
They feel like the people that are up in the middle of the night can handle what really happens to these pets.
Yeah.
During the day, no, though there wasn't one thing wrong with those pets.
No, they looked great.
They all had really nice eyes, nice and clear.
Yeah, they were clean.
I wonder if that's strategic. It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be. Middle of the night, though. It's a fucking horror show what could happen to a pet.
That's right. Well, that's what they get. That should be. I think they show that to actually teach the pets to behave. That's what happens when you misbehave. This is like Scared Straight for pets. If you act all fucked up, you're going to get your teeth knocked in, stupid dog.
Going to poke your eyes out.
Exactly. Hey, you see that crusty-eyed cat? Keep fucking meowing while he's watching the game. That's what you get. Go ahead, claw one more piece of furniture, shit teeth.
I'll end you.
Get your fucking crusty eyes going. That's what you think, booger eyes. What do you think of them apples? Keep making that noise. Go ahead, rip the curtains again. See what happens. Get a fucking limb chopped off.
Oh, God, that poor cat. Oh, he's got crusty eyes.
You know what, poor cat? Who knows what he did? He probably just took a fucking tinkle all over the nice cushions.
Yeah, you had to throw, like, bleach in his face.
Yeah, well, you know what? You don't pee on the cushions anymore, do you?
I just learned something about Dan White. Yeah. That could be pretty interesting for today's.
Oh.
He is David Blaine's head magic producer and has been involved with his specials.
Oh, really? Well, we'll have to chat about that.
We certainly will. And he's performed up-close magic for Kim Kardashian and Reggie Bush. I wonder if they returned the favor. Performed.
How hard was it? What trick did they show Kim Kardashian how to take a half hour of interesting television and make it disappear by replacing it with her own show? Boo. That was a long way to go for a very weak show.
We got the point.
Thanks, Anna.
Millions of fucking viewers every week.
Oh,
for that
sure.
nonsense.
Absolutely.
For that fucking nonsense. All right, we'll take a break. Dan White will come in and amaze Jimmy a little bit.
Yes.
Jimmy likes the world of magic, don't you, Jimmy?
I do. I'm a boy who likes tricks. Everyone likes a good magic trick, though.
Can you do your magic character today?
I do magic act.
Dan White next. Stay there. Oh, yeah. Let's say hi to Dan White. Dan, welcome to the radio show.
How you doing? It's good to be here with my tricks and stuff. I'm gonna make some stuff disappear and whatever.
That doesn't sound like Dan.
Yes, it does. I used to do magic and stuff. I make cars disappear and all that stuff.
When is Dan White going to make himself appear in front of us?
Probably like Kapufta.
He's on his way. I see Roland. Is Dan the tall guy? Or is he that one? Let me see. Or the guy behind? I can't tell.
Which one is Dan White, you think?
I don't know.
There's three guys.
Holy shit, that turkey chili made me hot.
Yeah, I'll say. You were hot before you started.
All right, here he
Wah,
comes.
wah. Dan White has entered
There
the
he is.
studio. Good morning, sir.
Sir.
How are you, brother?
Take a seat. Make yourself at home.
Sorry
as
for
they
such a
say.
strong-smelling food next to you.
Smells good.
Yeah, it's turkey chili.
Because it's lunchtime for us. Dan White, the Supernaturalist, Wednesdays, 10 p.m. on the Discovery Channel.
Correct.
I love Discovery Channel. I watch it all
They got
the
some
time.
good shows, don't
Hell
they?
yeah.
What's your show about, sir?
It is a magic show, and basically I'm going to Nepal and looking for real magic there.
Where?
Nepal.
Oh.
No, not Uncle Paul. Nepal. What's going on over there?
A lot
Is there
of
a
things.
big magic scene?
Well, it's not magic in the traditional sense. It's more, where mysticism and ritual and sort of
So it takes it to that step of supernatural kind of
exactly,
stuff.
sort of just examining the roots of magic.
Do you feel like you're still in Nepal?
Do I feel like it now?
Yeah, because you're wearing a winter coat and it's about 100 degrees outside. What is wrong with this Dan White? Why is he wearing a coat? Is that your look?
Yeah, it's just what I do.
All right, I'm sorry. Sorry to make fun of your coat, but
You're
it's summertime. And
You work with, oh God, Jesus Christ! I'm
Oh,
picturing
my
his face.
God, David Blaine.
David Blaine, right?
Do you guys hate Chris Angel?
I don't know about hate, but I mean, we, it's
Strong dislike?
It's we're fellow magicians. I don't think anybody hates anybody.
Is he always messing with? He's always messing with David Blaine, though. Who's Chris Angel always going after? Is it David Blaine?
Yeah, I think in the past. I don't think so much anymore, but yeah, in the past for sure.
Yeah, do you look at his stuff sometimes and go like, I know he does that.
No, I actually, he's a hard worker and he's accomplished some amazing things. So yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed with what he's accomplished for sure.
Do you like Penn and Teller?
Yeah,
Those guys are great, right?
They're fantastic.
Yeah, we love those guys.
What did you? What have you seen in Nepal that kind of made you go like, ooh, whoa, that is weird?
Well, for me, it was being a magician. You sort of see magic all the time, and it's nice to see its origins. So, seeing people do those things that you read about in books, like, oh, I've never seen that before, the snake charmers, and these Indian rope tricks that you've heard about, and all those sort of things that. Being a Westerner, we always imagine this is what like real magic would look like. Seeing it over there was definitely kind of cool.
Did you see? We had those guys in the Amateur Magicians for Lance Burton. Did you see that little documentary? That's pretty good, right?
They're friends of mine, and that was a great documentary.
They were nice guys. We liked them.
They were really nice. How awful was it when the hot chick drops? She makes the mistake while doing the ball transfer into the hat, and you're like,
yeah.
It's kind of good to see though, because you never see magic tricks get fucked up. So it was kind of fun, Unless I'm trying one. What kind of you do close-up stuff?
Yeah, close-up stuff mostly. For sure.
Which I think is the hardest to do, obviously.
Sleight of hand.
Correct.
What is your specialty? Or what would you say is what you do very well?
The close-up stuff. So basically anything with cards, coins, small objects. But mostly the small things.
How long have you been doing it?
Since I was about 11.
So
10 or 11.
How old are you now? 25, 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like doing close-up type magic, though, but from like 100 yards away. Because then they can't see it. Get it?
I do close-up magic with large objects, and I never do well. Like, I'll be sitting in front of a car, and I'll say, no, this is going to disappear, and it just doesn't. And I just say that your energy's wrong. I just blame them.
Blame the crowd.
Your energy's wrong, folks. Could you show us one? Because we all like magic.
Sure, definitely.
It's easy. Everyone wants to pretend they don't care about magic.
I love magic.
Everybody loves magic.
I love being freaked out and just being so mystified and just lost.
Oh, I see how you did that. You took the cards out of the deck.
Oh, that's what he
sorry.
does.
Okay.
The obvious part.
I'm just trying to get
first.
Let me chew gum so I don't have fucking turkey
Deck of
chili breath in
cards.
the magician's face.
There's not a girl in the studio, is there?
What are you kidding? Travis.
No, we don't have.
No, okay, no girls. All right, well, this is going to look kind of weird then.
Okay.
But just roll with it.
I'll be the girl.
All right, Jimmy will be the girl.
Yeah.
Great.
I've done time on Rikers. Sorry.
You don't mind standing up, do
No,
you?
no.
Great.
All
All right, deck of cards, right? Yeah, I'll probably need somebody to narrate a little bit.
That's okay. A Sharpie.
Okay.
All right, do me a favor, name a card, since we have 52 different ones.
Well, could you say a card?
Anyone.
Ace of Diamonds.
Ace of Diamonds. All right, so we go through, find the Ace of Diamonds. What I need you to do is put your signature on there for me.
Right. He's taking a Sharpie. Right. Jimmy's taking a Sharpie right now, and he's writing his signature on the front.
I signed it.
Right on the front.
So you can see that, you know what it looks like, right?
Yes.
You obviously
Forgery!
recognize it.
Okay, yeah, no, it's good.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the card up into quarters. Mm-hmm. What I'm going to need you to do is I want you to put it between your teeth.
Okay.
All right, so put it in your mouth right between your teeth.
Hold it there. Good time to start chewing gum.
Okay.
He's holding it between his teeth.
Now I'm going to do the same thing.
I hope it's clean.
With the next card, the Four of Spades, all right?
Four of Spades.
Just sign my name across it.
Sharpie right across the face of it.
Just like that. So blow on that, or I'll blow on it, since you have something in your mouth.
Uh-huh.
Watch the card. The Four of Spades I'm going to do the exact same thing with. Fold in half. Okay, now I'm not going to go anywhere near you or touch your card in your mouth with my hands at all. I'm just going to use the Sharpie and push it in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally in his mouth. Totally in his mouth. He's grabbing his hands. All right, he's concentrating. He's got Jimmy's hands. Wait, there's smoke coming out. There's smoke coming out of his mouth.
The hell?
From nowhere.
Your card was the Ace of Diamonds.
Uh-huh.
Now, the Ace of Diamonds came
Jimmy's
out of his
signature.
mouth.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Open your mouth.
And
should I open it?
Yeah.
Jimmy never removed that from his mouth. And that is
That's the
Four
one he
of
signed.
Spades that he signed.
Oh, boy.
Jesus.
In your mouth.
Kind of gives me the... I mean, I've had similar things happen.
Someone else's thing was in your mouth.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
Wow.
That is a great trick. God,
Jesus, dude.
And the smoke out of the mouth is pretty
Well,
good.
yeah.
That really
But
sells
where
it.
that comes from.
How do you do the
great,
smoke
man.
in the mouth thing?
He's not going to tell you jack shit.
Why not, man?
Because he's a magician. It's a code.
That's great, dude.
That's pretty cool.
You ever see The Prestige?
Yeah, great movie.
Ah, the great Danton. Yeah, that was a great movie. I like that one.
Enjoy
man.
that quite a
How
bit.
much ass has it gotten you in your life?
It's helped. For
Yeah.
sure. It's definitely helped.
Especially probably growing up, being able to pull that off at a party or something.
I think that's the thing with magicians is we're so used to being the dorky ones, sort of like the guys at the Star Trek convention. And, you grow up and you start doing it and you realize, hey, this thing might socially help me a little bit.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I would imagine.
I don't think anybody really gets into it for that at first, at least when they're kids. But
It's just a good side thing.
right, but then it's
happens.
like, oh, wait, this is...
Because girls do love magic. Like they'll come
boy,
around. They
do
got a
they.
guy. If a guy's doing magic at a party or something like that. Chicks are all over it. The guys are just like, hey,
How many
How do you
hours?
do that? Guy.
And they try to ruin, try to cock block you by figuring out how you did it.
yeah, I know how he does that.
How many hours a day?
At this point, I perform so much that it's not performing is my practice.
Okay.
So when if I'm doing something new, I do it in performance to try to practice and work it in.
Have you screwed tricks up before, like in front of people where you're like, ugh?
That always happens.
Whoops.
I think with anything.
Yeah.
So.
Do you look at other magicians' stuff and for the most part, can you figure out how it's done?
It's another one of the things. It's just from being in the business for so long.
Yeah.
It's sort of, for sure.
Because there are probably
I don't look at it like, oh, how's it done? I think most professional magicians look at it. What's the technique or what's the presentation?
Yeah. How does he pull it off? Does it look good? Does he have personality?
Right.
I can see that. And are there set things like that are a basic formula for a trick that the presentation's different sometimes, but it's pretty much the same technique?
Yeah, I mean, there's
ABC thing.
Yeah, there's a group. I mean, there's 10 or 12 different types of effects, and everything are just. You can actually narrow it down even more than that.
Really?
Yeah, and vanishing, appearing, changing, different sort of subgroups like that, and everything's just based off of those things. And with each thing, like with cards, with coins, there's all different techniques that everybody learns.
Yeah. What's a trick you've seen recently or whatever? Because to me, that was incredible.
Yeah.
Although, like, a guy on your level would look at it and go, oh, he did a nice job on that. What's one that you've seen recently where you're like, fuck, that was really unbelievable?
Transformed man.
That's a tough one. I don't know. I haven't seen one in a while. Well, anything that David Copperfield does, I'm a big fan of his.
Oh, yeah?
He's done some great things that I see.
Oh, boy.
We saw him live. We didn't like him.
I saw Copperfield in Vegas. I was deeply disappointed, and I love magic. I think he got lazy.
But he's always been one of my idols.
I understand why. The guy was huge in his specials. I understand, but by the time I saw him in Vegas, I don't know. The first 20 minutes was a "Hey, look at me" montage, and then finally did a few tricks.
Well, for you, it's like you grew up. That's the guy you loved growing up, and that's the guy you're still kind of loyal to.
Right, and I think I think he's still
like me liking Kiss.
pushing the envelope, for new things for sure.
Does he still do new tricks?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some magicians that do those huge tricks, the really giant, making the Statue of Liberty disappear. And
that was Copperfield.
Those things, yeah. That was years ago. Remember that?
Brilliant with
those are
revolving stage.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Well,
still amazing.
You moved the whole audience just slightly to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had the curtain up and stuff. You couldn't look around the curtain. You would have saw the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, we saw a helicopter and had spotlights on it. And it was gone.
Okay, no, he made it disappear. I'm sorry.
She ducked.
Yes.
No, but
she was hiding behind something.
It was brilliant for its time, where he slowly rotated the audience.
Yeah.
And then when they opened the curtain, the Statue of Liberty's gone. No, it's a little to the left now. Behind the curtain.
No, I think it was real magic.
Yes, it was real.
She was in on it. You know what they say? They always say there's no camera tricks, and we just intuitively believe that.
That's true.
Instead of saying, well, why wouldn't they? I would if I were them.
Right.
What if the cameraman's going, I'll tell.
Yeah, use it to your advantage, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, there have been certain TV productions that I've seen that they enhance the trick with some plants or something like that. What do you got there?
Some doubles.
It's a show.
I saw one on Dancing with the Stars recently. What were they doing? And somebody told me how they did it. I'm like, oh. But when they were just changing outfits,
costumes really quick.
And I guess for a magician, you'd laugh at that. But for myself, just a guy with a huge dick, it's like
that is amazing to watch.
But when you see how they do it, you're like, oh, that's the genius. Sometimes is in how you construct these tricks. Like, it's like what brilliant mind came up with that?
It's true. It takes constructing a new trick takes a long time, and at the end when you see it all come out and it's only maybe 30 seconds a minute, you don't realize the amount of work that goes into it. Because in reality, it's sort of one of those arts where you're concealing everything. So the best effect, the best trick is one where you don't see anything at all. So, and that's hard to do. It's hard to conceal the whole work.
Yeah, that does seem to be something that's happening in magic today. I've noticed is it being very fast.
Right.
If something's getting covered up, and then it's uncovered within a second, and there's something there that wasn't, or that something's gone. Where in the old days, you'd set up the curtain, the guy would be. Yeah, you're
doing a little dance number.
You see the curtains moving and stuff.
You can tell that they're moving the elephant in.
Yeah, something's being done.
You can hear it.
Now, I've seen guys take the hoop with the material on it, lift it up over a girl, immediately drop it, and there's somebody else standing there, or she's gone, or something. And that shit I think is amazing.
You nailed it. The quickness of the tricks.
The quickness now is
I
what's
think
where
it's a
at.
product of our attention spans. It's just
We need
to see quicker
Come on,
stuff.
fast.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I'm getting bored with this old guy clapping.
You got another trick for Jimmy?
Yeah, sure. Do you have a dollar bill?
Oh, God. We work at Sirius XM.
Exactly. That's all I have.
I'm gonna get close to this one.
A dollar bill.
Cool, we'll flatten that out.
Okay.
And I'll actually use one of your Sharpies if you can grab it for me.
Oh, there's a Sharpie.
And we can stand up again if you don't mind.
All right. This isn't going to hurt, is it?
Maybe.
All right, it's a long childhood of saying that.
What I want you to do is, can you take the Sharpie and sign your name on the back of the bill?
Okay.
That's
Jim.
against the law, sir.
That's right.
Norton.
Take a nice good look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool, and you can cap that. So the reason I have you write your name on the bill is so that you know that it's yours.
Okay.
Right. And the other reason that I have it is so you know there's only one like it in the whole world. I can't duplicate that.
Yes.
There's only one bill. And the other way to know that the bill is the only one in the whole world is by the serial number. In this case, it's L075 something, whatever. Right. On here, you see this little insignia. It's the L.
Yes.
It's the first letter in that serial number as well.
Okay.
What I want you to do is hold that one right there. Hold real tight. Watch.
Jimmy's holding the corner of the dollar.
If I rub the ink slightly on the bill, just rub it, can actually cause it to heat up a little bit.
He's rubbing that L symbol with his thumb.
Move it right.
Wait a minute. Where did he go?
He's moving it.
Wait
It's right there.
He moved
Turn
the
it
L.
over. Make sure your signature's still on there.
Yeah, it still is.
Wait. That.
He moved the fucking.
I don't know how he moved the. And it's like right in front of our face.
The L is moved.
And it was right in front of your face. The L is moved. The L is moved.
And I'm out a buck.
He moved the whole thing over. I don't.
Wait, that was your buck to begin with?
Yeah.
What the?
Can I keep it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
What? He had to do a
That's amazing. That is amazing. That's amazing.
Is this no good anymore?
Well, I mean, technically, but you can still spend it. No one's going to be.
No, it's $1. What do you think? What do you think?
What? You switcherooed the dollar. You confused, Jimmy?
I'm amazed at that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's fucking. Wait, to get my face in it so I can get some press.
But it was right there.
Hold on, get both wrists.
It was right there. We saw it. He didn't change it. He didn't. I saw him holding that dollar.
And I saw.
And
by
I
the way,
saw the L there.
And I saw the L.
And then he's moving his thumb around on it, and then slid it over the dollar. You can't do that. It physically doesn't work.
All right, then.
It's some type of wizardry. Burn him!
I did
Burn
see.
him!
I did see.
He's the
Wizard!
magic. He's the magic man.
I did see the dollar thing go from here to there.
Yes. And that's impossible.
I don't want a broken dollar.
You got one. That is cool as hell. I'm bamboozled, boggled, and bewildered as to how that was done.
I know how he did it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do.
You're such a liar, pants aflame.
Because
I know
saw
how
it.
he did it.
I saw it here first. That thing was here
It
first.
was there.
I saw it.
All right,
I
then
looked
move
at
it back then.
I don't want to move it back. I don't know how to do it. It's not going anywhere. It's a dollar.
Jimmy's trying, but he doesn't have the magic.
You need the magic to be able to.
That
do
is
that.
amazing.
You need to go to.
That's great, Dan. That's
pretty
terrific.
cool.
No one's going to take my dollar now. Hi, could you do?
They'll be like, what did you put the L there for?
They wouldn't notice.
I'd be like a man using magic.
I don't think
I'll have
we
to give this to a stripper. Watch her get arrested.
I don't think we explained the show properly there, Dan. I want to make sure people check out your show. So you go to Nepal,
right,
and you check out kind of their local magic.
Right. And that's basically what the show's about. I wanted to find the roots of magic, and I wanted to find people who are doing it sort of in the real world, in the roots of it, doing the real stuff. And I go over to Nepal and find some interesting characters and find a monk that's got these crazy powers and check him out and do some things with them. All the while doing magic for the people along the way. And it's a really beautiful show. Like it ended up turning out really colorful and vibrant, and getting a really good taste of another culture and seeing magic that we know and that we've seen, and doing it for people over there.
How do they react to it?
Good, actually. A lot of times I would do it, they would swarm me. And I don't know what it is about the culture over there, but I would start doing magic, and immediately I'd have a crowd of 100 people around me, and I would try to go to the bathroom or take a break, or I was always surrounded by a donut of people, no matter where I went. And they're all just waiting for another trip.
They liked it?
Yeah, they liked it a lot.
Is your family from Nepal? Is that why you went, or no?
No. I'm originally I'm from Philadelphia, actually.
Oh, so but why Nepal?
Because of the fact that they've got this sort of mystical tradition over there, like India. And,
it's very woo. Well, the question is, are you going to go to other places, or was this
hopefully.
a one and done?
No, we'll see. So I would like to go to Brazil.
So this is more of a special for Discovery, and hopefully they realize that they have something. They move you around the world a little
exactly.
bit. Gotcha.
You should go to Thailand. Some of the women have great tricks they do there. Some with a ping pong ball or a dart and a straw.
Yeah, how the
and
hell
a balloon.
do they do that?
That's
what I want to know. How do you push that much air out?
I don't think I would enjoy those tricks at all.
No.
I'd get a little skeeved out. I enjoyed the dollar thing, even though my dollar is destroyed.
No, that was really amazing. I was looking at it, and it's a seal they put on the dollar.
Yes.
It's that little thing with the letter of the mint that it came from, I believe.
My father used to do that for a living. He'd put the dollar seals on.
And then he pushed it across from one side right over Washington's face and over to the other side where the little green symbol is.
He's not going to trick me. I got it on film. I'll figure it out.
Well, I don't think you will.
No.
Danny's taking a look at it
Are you
now.
used to people examining the bills?
Yeah. Goes with the territory.
I know. It's just crazy. That's great.
Wait a minute. So you had to switch out the dollar before you signed it.
But when I handed it to him, and he literally
don't blow up his spot.
But I understand. I thought that's the first thing I thought of. But I handed it to him, and he was standing there. It wasn't like he went out to the restroom and came back.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty amazing.
And then you were holding it. Like, as you were holding it, I saw the dollar there.
I saw the same thing.
It's
we saw it together like a couple.
Yes, we did, like a couple.
It's a great fucking... I wish I could do that.
I know.
Oh, girls would love me, finally. They would overlook my stomach and man tits. They would just call me Magic Boy, even though I was out of shape. They'd still sleep with me, hoping my powers would rub off on them.
Should we get one more trick before Dan leaves?
Dan wants.
What do you want to do, Dan?
But when is the show on, by the way?
It's Wednesday night at 10 on the Discovery Channel.
I'll
it's called The Supernaturalist.
My fucking horrible accountant just texts me. I'm on the radio.
No, you're doing a show. Love of God.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this. This is kind of a fucking cool little...
well, you can't spend it.
Souvenir.
I'll spend it. Would you feel bad if I got arrested for spending it?
Right.
Arrested for spending it? No.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be there.
Stunned and amazed.
I'll definitely keep that. I want to do another one.
You want to do another one?
Okay. Can you remember the Asian guy in the one who won the competition?
Oh, in the movie, yeah.
And he was fanning the cards behind like all 5 fingers with 2 hands.
Right.
Can you do that?
No.
That's a hard
amazing.
one, right?
Yeah, he's
probably ambidextrous.
Probably.
I mean, the use of both hands.
Yes, I know
I've referred to myself in other ways as ambidextrous. It's a nicer word than the real one. All right,
we got one more from Dan.
Okay.
Dan White in studio.
Does anybody have a quarter?
Oh, boy, change?
We don't.
I'm trying to cover all bases.
Yes.
I'm a very
Coins,
fancy man.
Yeah.
I only have bills.
Exactly.
Oh, bill. Danny, got a quarter? No?
No.
It's got a quarter in this place? Jesus.
Oh, that just shut down the tricks.
Wow, I know.
Serious?
The fact that we all have no...
Yeah,
Hell's a quarter.
We'll wait a minute. Yeah, quarter.
Yeah. Someone will pop up if I want.
Yeah, 2 dimes and a nickel just destroys the trick.
Yeah, you can't have loose change.
Oh, that's a good point. I guess that makes sense because of the sound.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. No, I was asking, was he giving us a quarter?
Oh, no, yeah, the quarter.
Oh, who is he?
He works for Dan.
No, we're not
no,
taking
no,
a
we don't-
quarter
we
from
don't want
that
a quarter
guy.
from him.
No, we got from.
Dude, it's a real quarter. I can look at it's a quarter.
All right, so what do we got? We got a
Plus, he
quarter?
was asking us. I don't know.
All right. Jimmy gave Dan White a
Same
quarter.
routine.
I think Dan just wants my autograph. He's embarrassed to ask.
You're signing everything.
Exactly.
I sign this?
Jimmy's signing the, is it that the head side of the quarter, Jimmy?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
And I'm even putting a dot on the neck.
Oh, just to make sure.
Just that's the extra proof. But we're gonna need you to stand up once more.
That'll show him.
All this exercise, up, down, I'm getting in shape.
So actually, I don't know if you can get a shot of that, just so you see exactly what it looks like. Do you think we can use you as well? I've been using him a lot.
All right.
Let's use Anthony. We
up.
need a greasy Italian. We have one.
What are you right-handed or left-handed? Which hand's
Righty.
stronger?
Righty.
You're righty?
Yeah.
Hold your right hand out flat.
right.
Nothing else in it, correct?
Yes.
All right. And again,
yes.
Remember the
yes. The quarter.
I want you to let me move this out of the way.
Jimmy Norton quarter.
Squeeze tight.
Okay.
As tight as you can.
Squeezing tight.
Perfect. And I want you to just imagine for a second that the quarter, that you can see through your hand and you can see the quarter with his signature on it.
Yes.
Just imagine that you have x-ray vision for a second. Perfect. And I want you to imagine the quarter getting hot.
Uh-oh.
Okay? Just slightly warmer.
Yeah.
And imagine it's sort of like looking like it's like a little red. Like if metal was heating up, it would get a little red.
Yeah.
Do you feel anything getting warmer in your hand?
Not really
Not really.
yet. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Good.
No.
I'm just going to pass my hands over your hands. Anything yet?
No.
No. I want you to rub the coin just a little bit. Just rub it. Keep going. Now, if you're imagining getting it hotter, and if I want you to rub a little bit more, keep rubbing. Keep rubbing.
Right.
And you're going to feel it start to move, start to bend.
Really?
Do you feel anything?
Not really.
Move it a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, stop.
All right.
Open your hand.
What the? How does
this?
But wait. Great.
How's my quarter bent?
It's bent. It's not even right. This is, and it's your quarter.
You broke my quarter.
You sure ruin a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. Jesus.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Fuck, man.
This guy knows how to do magic.
It's probably just Anthony and his big, strong, dick-grabbing hands. I bet he wasn't even supposed to do that. I bet you clumsy Anthony broke it.
That's amazing. Jimmy signed it. That thing was not bent.
No, it was not. I believe me. It was a real
You
quarter.
can't just bend a quarter. Like, he couldn't just go and, while I'm holding it right in front of you, I'm going to bend it with my bare hands. Quarters are pretty hard to bend. So how the hell did it bend?
Why are
you freaking me out? Because magicians freak me
It's
out.
probably your big, clumsy hands. I bet you did it.
You think it is?
Yeah, Herman Munster.
quarter?
Oh,
wow.
That was perfect.
That was
aim.
perfect.
That was a good trick.
Jimmy flicked the quarter. It hit the microphone and bounced back.
Yes. Yes.
Magic.
I
Look, it's
magically did
disappeared.
that.
Wow, you're in on the trick.
Yes, I am. But it's a real quarter, dude. It's a legit quarter.
And it's the one Jimmy signed.
It is the one I signed.
Is the dot still on there?
Yeah.
We had it
And
in
we know it's
sight
mine,
the
definitely.
whole time. And when he put it in my hand, I saw he did not switch anything. He didn't put another thing in my hand. It's the quarter.
That's pretty wild.
What the hell's going on? I don't get it. Magic is weird.
I know.
Did you enjoy having the make-believe guys? They're a bunch of really...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great documentary.
That girl was so hot.
Well,
Yeah.
Jesus, I mean, come on.
Well,
Let's be humans for a
Dan
second.
White, fucking
Amazing.
really cool, man. I mean,
That is
close-up magic's
very
always
cool.
more impressive. Because
Yes.
anything he does is in front of our dumb faces, and it was
Yeah.
Wednesday night on Discovery. What's it
Please
called?
check it out. It's called The Supernaturalist.
I will certainly watch that.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
And do you do
Very
any
cool.
live gigs, or you have a website or something?
Yeah, I do live gigs all around the city. The website's magicmaker.com.
Okay.
And you can follow me on Twitter, Dan White Magic. And
cool.
Excellent, man.
Definitely
Thank you very
check the,
much.
show out. Thanks so much for coming in, man.
I really appreciate you having me.
That
no
was
worries.
a
Come back and see us, Dan.
magical appearance. Ah.
So Wednesday night, Discovery,
10 o'clock.
p.m.
The Supernaturalist, Dan White. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you so much.
Magic on the radio. I know. What are you going to do?
Shut up. people.
We figured out the quarter trick, though.
I think we figured that out. We figured out the dollar.
Yeah, I think we figured out
the card trick.
And we figured out the card trick. But, I mean, obviously, he's not a magic man. He's a magician.
Yeah.
His sleight of hand is really, really good.
Yeah, it's like, you know it's a trick.
Right.
For the love of God.
I'm that guy. I need to figure it out. That's the fun. And some people go, why don't you just fucking enjoy the trick for what it is?
Nope.
It's like my thing is I like to try to figure it out in my stupid brain.
I want to know.
So.
And we figured it out. We're good like
yes,
that.
we did. Dan White, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Where did Jimmy go?
Jimmy. He was so freaked out he had to go pee. His bladder got scared from the magic.
I thought he might have ran away to the circus.
Ran off to the circus.
We got a woman.
We do?
Who's in love.
Yeah, with Jimmy Norton.
With Jimmy Norton. You want to guess what she's in love with?
What?
We haven't played a little guessing game in a while.
What is this woman in love with?
Do you know?
No.
Woman is in love. Now, why would we even bring that up on the show? A lot of women are in love.
Of course.
So there's your first hint. What is she in love with, Ant? 3 questions and go.
Is it a guy?
No.
It's a girl.
God, you're ruining your 3 questions. No.
Oh, I would assume it was a girl then.
See? Oh, you would have?
Yeah.
So now you're only down to 1 question. And this has to be the answer. You want me to add a couple questions? Because it's Monday. I'll give you 5 questions.
5 questions.
2 down.
Is it an object?
Well, yes, if it's not a man or a woman.
Well, you never know. Not a man or a woman. Could be. There is another option. Thanks, Dan.
I guess in a way that knocks out all the animals and stuff.
Yeah,
All right, fair enough. That's 3. 2 questions to go.
Okay. Is it soft?
No. Oh, no. We figured out the quarter trick, by the way, while you were gone.
I know the other trick, too.
Did you figure out the quarter trick?
No, the dollar trick.
Yeah, I know the dollar trick.
Go ahead.
Is it is it okay, it's
What questions did I miss?
It's a woman in love with something. It's not a man. It's not a woman. It's an object, and it's not soft.
Okay.
Okay. She's in love with a fucking dildo.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Yeah.
I'd have to say the Berlin Wall.
You knew the whole fucking time.
Yes, I did.
What a dick. Just a dick. How do I put up with this shit?
I heard it earlier today. We were talking before the show started.
Your acting is quite extraordinary, by the way.
I was trying.
Your acting has gotten very, very good. Yeah, she's in love with the Berlin Wall.
That's a dummy. She can't even fuck it.
What attracts me to the Berlin Wall is that
these people should just be
uphill. You're right.
To the Berlin Wall.
I get more frustrated that the person that has either the video camera or whatever just listens like, oh, really? I really want to know why, instead of going, you're a fucking asshole.
They don't beat them with the camera.
They take it as like a serious journalism.
Yeah.
here's an object that has been created to do a purpose that everyone detests.
And I feel how hungry you are to be loved, with an open heart, not with a chisel and hammer.
Erica Eiffel first had feelings for the wall back in 1985.
I love you, and I will stand by.
They really need music.
Come on. I love you, and I will stand by. What a dunce.
This woman is an absolute asshole.
There's no other way to spin it, Jimmy?
Dude.
There's no other way?
Let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay.
When you remove all the pomp and circumstance, she's simply an asshole. There's no other way to spin it. Lady, you're an asshole.
So why can't the guy say that?
Because he probably knows he's getting gold out of this fucking boob.
True. Then at the end, call her an asshole.
On the way out. Thanks a lot, asshole. That's who she signed. Thank you, asshole.
Oh, one other thing. You're an asshole.
How big is the Berlin Wall?
It's
do we know, honestly?
It's a couple hundred yards.
It's gone.
No. How big was it?
There's like a piece left, I think, as a memorial.
How big was the wall, though?
Oh, it was. It went across Berlin.
Don't they still have to...
Wow!
He set you up.
It's separate.
Don't they?
East from west.
They have parts of it still up, just as a tourist attraction.
Memorials and tourist attractions.
Wow!
Shit like that.
It's not serving its purpose anymore. But
no,
people
only for really dumb people.
Yeah, they could go around the one piece, but they clamor over it.
She just looks like an idiot.
She looks like a tool.
Can we play from there?
Yeah, where are we at on the CD?
I don't know.
I just want to hear her talking.
About 22 seconds in.
Look at her dumb face.
Yeah, because I want to see what she looks like.
I'll pick it up from here.
Yeah.
Erica Eiffel first had feelings for the wall back in 1985.
I love you, and I will stand by your side.
She's petting
Her
the
passion
wall.
grew so strong that in 2008 she moved from the United States to be closer to it.
What family
Erica
has to
doesn't
deal
just
with this
like the wall.
shit?
She's kissing the
She
wall.
loves it.
I felt that the Berlin Wall was an object that needed love and was hungry for love, and I couldn't help but feel that I was the one to bring this old, scarred.
Wow.
You think she rubs something on her body?
Oh,
against the
God.
wall? I mean, she says she's in love with it, and I don't know. I see her kissing it, but I don't know if they could show the true extent of her love. I don't know.
That fucking horrible, stupid Yoko Ono hat and glasses she has on.
Yeah.
She probably does. She probably stands against the wall, and she probably rubs her hips back and forth and gets her cunt all over the wall.
That was much funnier for me because I got to see Jimmy spit atomize all over the microphone.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
You think she's just rubbing her pussy all over the place?
Yeah, sometimes the woman just wants to get down there and lather up and rub her cunt. That hurts my throat. Pussy's easier. It's really fun to throw a curveball.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
On communism. Yes. Love.
She's stroking the wall.
Exactly. Well, that's not the sign of somebody who was molested.
No.
Who can just zone out and look at a wall and love it.
Have an intimate relationship.
That's not what she looked at as a fucking uncle or a father was deep dicking her. She didn't just look at the wall as solitude. Look at how big it is painted. Oh, and it won't hurt me. It won't fuck my rump like the mean man behind me. I know the flowchart, all to molested. The woman loves the wall.
Why are you doing my part? I wanted to do it today.
She loves
Jim
the wall.
Norton's flowchart goes to molestation every time.
It was have to, though. What else could it be? Here's what it was. She was probably bent over the bed, her little fucking face half on the side to comfort her, and it was like, and she smelled the liquor breath and felt the fucking same stubble that fucking Liza Minnelli's father had in Arthur on her neck.
She probably...
and she looked at the no dick having wall. That's why she likes it. There's no cock sticking off it. It can't hurt her.
She probably was raised in a studio apartment and wished that she had walls to protect her.
Poor gal.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe the wall would protect her from the invading cock.
She needs the wall between her and the dick.
She would look at the wall and just talk to it. You wouldn't fuck my bottom, would you? And the wall just chipped with that and painted and peeled and cracked.
My bottom.
Yeah. Her bottom was being invaded. Her uncle was probably drunken, but it was thicker than the average man's penis.
All right, let's see.
But how does an objectum sexual have an intimate relationship when their lover is a very public object? Erica's solution is to keep a series of models in her lover's image. She even takes her favorite model to bed.
He's sort of like my main model, the one that I kind of use as my extension.
Can you pause this?
I'm getting so fucking mad.
I'd like to,
Go ahead.
I'd like to eat her pussy once, and she'd be like, "Oh my god, I want to go out with you." I go, "All right, well, first thing, Let's get rid of all this wall shit.
You think she likes Pink Floyd?
Yeah, that's great fucking.
All in all, listen to the words. I know the song.
Yes, we know it.
Humpty Dumpty shouldn't have been up there anyway.
Exactly. It was hurting the wall's head.
You want to do our wall bit? She likes Wall of Voodoo. What else?
Fucking Johnny Cash is the wall.
All right.
There's not a lot.
It ends there.
Wall-E.
Dumb bitch.
Wall-E World is where she wished she lived because there was a whole world of walls.
Why don't she fucking pick up the pieces of the wall and sleep with that shit?
She doesn't even fucking acknowledge Walt. She just calls it the Wall Whitman Bridge. She fucking drops the T.
You know what her favorite store is?
Walmart? She probably was so disappointed when she finally walked into one. Hey, that's false advertising. What are all these other objects and items doing here? I thought you sold a bunch of walls. This is Walmart. It's like if I went to Twinkie Mart, they'd sell Twinkies. And like, no, you don't understand, you psychotic cunt.
She is a fucking lunatic.
Sure
she has a wall, a piece of it's a model of the wall in her bed. And it was covered with something.
Yeah.
Right.
Looked like boxer shorts or something.
Well, yeah.
If I broke into her house, like as a fucking armed invader, I wouldn't even rape her. I would just tie her up and break all of her wall stuff and fucking desecrate the wall.
Over her head.
Yeah.
Just
bring a
and just
sledgehammer
shit
in.
on it.
Across her teeth, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear
They love
more of
walls.
this one.
So now she's going to bed with not even the actual wall, a model of the wall. And we have to humor these people?
So in other words, when I'm with this model, it is more like I feel like I'm with him.
Him. The wall.
She's really
This is
stupid
a
looking.
common practice for objectum sexual or OS people who love public objects.
What a dork. Her glasses.
They will
Nice eyes,
almost
Dick.
use the object like a muse. They'll take photographs or build models. They'll write. They'll do all kinds of things to celebrate their relationship with the object.
Good point, Dr. Amy Marsh.
She's sleeping.
When it comes to having sex with her lover,
spooning with it.
Erica prefers
It's not her
to
lover.
go
It's
into
a piece
detail.
of fucking wall. She doesn't give the details.
It's very easy for people to get these images in their head of.
Can I ask a question for her?
And wall.
Erica, can we ask you, how do you make love
Thanks
to the wall? Do you stand it up and then just lower your cunt until it hits the floor?
And go.
I'd love to just ask completely vulgar questions. Do you ever lick the whole wall like it's perhaps a big, giant fucking cock? Do you ever do that? like you set the question up right, and then you verbally gut punch her at the end.
Jimmy, I got a question for you.
Sure.
You think she likes walls?
This woman.
I'm really confused by her.
Erica prefers
okay.
not to go into detail.
It is very easy for people to get these images in their head of, okay, woman and wall, how does that work?
Drill a
It
hole in it,
just does.
Glory.
And the details are between us,
Us.
and what is intimate for us might not even be considered intimate for humans.
She is so lucky she's not in my family. We wouldn't put up with this shit.
I'd love to take that piece of wall she sleeps with,
right,
and wind up, just wind way the fuck back,
right,
wham, across the side of her head.
I'm sorry. It's between you and the wall.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry that I went too far asking about this.
You know how mad she would have been at your father for sullying a good wall with some spaghetti?
Yes.
If she gets stuck between a rock and a hard place, is that a threesome?
Ooh.
You think she just rubs her pussy up and down?
Of course she
She
does.
butt rubs with it.
She probably takes the corner of it and just rubs her little dumb click.
Yeah, you know she does.
Thank God you're not older and raping it.
She gets it between her legs and fucking rides dumb little wall model.
She's just an asshole.
Yeah, but we have
Crazy
deal with
people.
these fucking people. Stop coddling them.
Crazy ass.
Threw my soup out. Thank you.
Hey, we got line of the day time?
Line of the day.
Time already?
Yeah, let's do line of the day.
Line of the
Two
day.
runners up.
Two runners up. Are we done with the wall lady? I don't know.
Oh,
what else to
fuck
do with
her.
that.
Yeah,
That's just fucked
rid
up.
of her.
Stupid.
Dummy.
I hope she's killed. I hope she's killed in a really tragic accident.
Oh, yes.
And why didn't they talk to one family member? Because they're not putting up with her shit.
Exactly.
Oh,
They're all having sex with stoops and doors.
Stoop.
She should really get killed in a controlled demolition.
It would be great if, like, she's kissing the wall gently and it just falls over on her.
Yeah.
Crushes
It's like
her.
an Amish fucking barn door. Just crushes that bitch. And her fucking, if the wall falls on her so hard, her nose is forced back into her head and it shoots at her vagina. Like a bottle rocket. The wall made her nose shoot at her pussy. That's just vulgar and not even that funny. I'm sorry.
No, it's hilarious.
Snowy in Michigan. What do you got, Snowy?
Hey, is this lady from Walla Walla, Washington?
It's kind of funny, man.
Wall.
Now I kind of like it. Snowy. Nick in Florida. Nick.
I heard she's also quite preferential to I Am the Walrus. Bunch of look at him.
That's all right.
Imagine if she was into the Great Wall of China instead.
Oh, yeah.
You're a size queen if you like that.
Kidding, man.
Once you go Great Wall of China, you never go back.
That's the only time you're going to have China and size queen in the same sentence like that.
Imagine her fetish. She's got to rub her pussy along the entire length of the Wall of China.
Yeah, she's the sidestep queen. I hate this woman.
Crab walk against
Yeah, crab walk with her vag leaving a slug trail. People are throwing salt on her. Hey, slug lady's back. Her dumb glasses.
Yeah, I don't think we're done with this because Ryan brings up a good point too. He says, "Do the other walls in the room get to watch, or does she cover up the other walls so they don't get jealous?"
Yeah, doesn't she consider them, people too?
Cuckold walls.
She paints the wall black.
She makes the white wall watch. It's really, and the ones who don't get any action are blue.
Dude, I just rolled my scrotum in between my two fingers.
Lucky you.
God, is that the best fucking feeling?
I know.
Now I want to do it just to do it now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it just feels right.
There's a reason my nickname is the Scrotum Roll Kid.
If you get it, if you do it just right, damn, is that good?
Good one.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, here's the first runner-up line of the day.
I'd hate to grow up in that stupid district. Stinks. My house is made of spaghetti. Every time it rains, it falls. It's great when it's hot out because it's stiff. Whenever it rains, it's a delicious accident all over my face. I have a carb house.
Carb house.
Dumb, what was that, Sweden?
Yeah.
Or is it Swiss?
Sweden.
Yeah, it was Sweden. Here's another runner-up line of the day.
Yep, making the Statue of Liberty disappear. And
that was Copperfield.
Those things. Yeah. That was years ago. Remember that?
Brilliant with
those are
revolving stage.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Well,
Still amazing.
You moved the whole audience just slightly to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had the curtain up and stuff. You couldn't look around the curtain. You would have saw the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, we saw a helicopter and had spotlights on it. It was gone.
Okay, no, he made it disappear. I'm sorry. Is it still line of the day, or are we still coming up with a name for this damn thing? The bosses want us to punch up.
Whatever you want it to be.
What song are we playing? Line of the day song or the new song?
Oh, we can play either one.
Let's play the other one because it pisses off a lot of people.
What, the newer one?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, I heard this one the other day.
Here's today's line of the day.
Yeah.
Here comes something funny that was said on the show today because we're here and live and on a vacation suing the company.
I don't know how he moved and it's like right in front of our face.
The L is moved.
And it was right in front of your face. The L is moved. The L is moved.
And there you have it. Your line of the day.
Line of the day.
Oh, what?
That wasn't a good line.
Danny's arms are up in the air. We missed something.
No, the tag.
Yeah,
what happened to the tag?
You want to play the tag?
Yeah, it didn't play the first time. I don't know why.
All right, let's play the
You
tag.
suck.
B-I-L-L-T-E-T-L-E-Y. Bill Tetley.
Why?
Is Bill Tetley sponsoring the line of the day now officially?
Oh, nice.
I like it. Well, I got to go get a haircut.
There's some more details tomorrow will be revealed about the new Bill Tetley Christmas special in the abandoned warehouse with the 40-minute stand-up interview of Cheap Trick, no songs.
You can have another detail?
Yes.
Is it an hour special?
Yes, it is.
Well, 40 minutes and then commercials, you're over an hour.
Sponsored by Hallmark, there'll be no commercials.
So you do still have 20 minutes of material that will be revealed? Yep. Another piece of it tomorrow?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I guess that's why the case was abruptly halted Saturday. I guess they went to have 3 psychologists look over Casey Anthony to see if she's competent to stand trial. And they said, yes, she is. But I guess the lawyers decided to make her look a little more crazy.
If all you have to do is sit there, aren't you competent?
Yeah. Line of the day.
Yeah, I guess you'd be competent, but
I mean, come on.
I don't know.
Stop.
I think she's a
I'm not
fibber.
I'm not a fan of victims' rights. Are you?
I hate them.
I hate them.
Yeah,
too.
fuck that impact statement shit, man.
I know it's America, but I hate victims' rights.
Yeah, victims have the right to go ouch. No reason we have to be victims just because you got fucking piped over the head.
Yeah.
I'm writing a. By the way, I'm starting a new movement. How violent crime victims were asking for it.
It's going to go over well. All right.
And I'll be on Red Eye tonight if anybody wants to talk. Aren't you doing Hannity tonight?
I'm doing Hannity.
Fuck yeah.
We'll meet up in the Fox building.
Yeah.
Eye to each other in the hallways.
We'll do more than that even.
Yeah.
Make love in a broom closet. Do you know the magnitude of the scandal?
Oh, God.
If we were just jerking each other off in a broom closet? Like we were both late for our call times. And the camera caught us going into the broom closet. Like, what are you guys doing?
Just having some pre-talk show sex. All right, look. I'm getting out of here. Quick.
Yeah. I gotta go get a fucking thing for my cords.
Let's go.
I'll sacrifice myself. Go.
I'm going. I'm going.
Yeah, I gotta get someone to go down there. Shit, it's not ready yet.
I just walked right into him.
Into who?
What, tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow we'll do the meeting. Can't do it today. They were hiding right behind the door? Ugh.